Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, everyone.
Welcome to the December monthly finals of Mobile Suit Gundam Extreme versus Maxi Boost on.
All right.
And I am your commentator, Crow, and I am from Southern California now, living in Japan, former Evo player, among many things. And I would like to introduce my co commentator, the full boost legend, Kyopi, aka Kyo.
Hi, guys. I'm Kyo, and I've been playing this game for so long, so it's very exciting for me to actually have the opportunity today, to actually do this commentary. So hope you guys have a lot of fun here today too. So I guess I'll hit it back to Crow here.
Yeah, so the way that this tournament is going to be working is that there are 4 weekly finals, and the top 16 contestants from each finals are going to get together today, and they're going to be competing. We'll be covering the top 8 of the monthly finals, and on top of this is not the only monthly final that we have. We have another one next month, and the month after, and the month after.
Oh, you bet.
So January's is starting next week, January 3rd. And our monthly finals for that will be on the 29th. And what are our rules again? I forgot. What are they?
All right. Okay. So it's pretty much double elimination, like always, and it's gonna be 2 matches to the first. Of course, you guys know it's gonna be 2v2, and let's see, it's gonna be 240 seconds, and for the timer, and then the stages is gonna be set to side 7.
Of course. What other stage would we pick?
Of course, you never know. It might be extreme.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Where's Colony City when I need it? And we have a lot of really, really notable players today. Some streamers, some top PDF players,
Right,
and
sure.
it's going to be really, really exciting. So just some background for Max Boost On. This is the first iteration of the Extreme Versus series to come to the West. And personally, this is my favorite version of the game. It's quite extreme in that sense, right?
Right.
The bursts are different, and it's a really, really exciting game. So thank you very much for tuning in today. And Kill, what do you think of Maxi Boost On?
Well, Maxiboost On, that's one of the games that I actually didn't play in Japan since I wasn't there at the time. I only played the one after and then one before, right? So it was really interesting for me to actually be able to like play the game at home. And so like at the beginning I just like played like every day,
Yep.
no problem. And then like after that I moved and then I didn't have internet, so I took a while back.
Yeah, I know that feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of the greatest things is that we're able to finally play what I consider to be one of the best versions out there, and if I lose, I don't have to spend more money. Isn't that beautiful?
That's the big part. You just keep on playing, no problem. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
And the suit selection is, I think, one of the best. Of course, it keeps getting bigger, and we did get some suits from the version after that, which
we
are
did.
actually quite strong in this game too.
For sure, except for one.
Except for one, yeah.
Except for one, my
yeah.
favorite one.
Yeah, which is unfortunate. I'm
The
sorry,
amazing
Dr.
one,
Yeah, the amazing one. Yeah, but it's okay. Montero, top tier. Rex, top tier. Well,
right.
not Reborn's tier, but you know what.
It's pretty high up there, though, for sure.
Yeah, just 2B BC CSA my problems away, right?
Right. Just keep on running away, no problem, that's it.
Yeah,
my God.
and I think what we're going to be seeing today, judging from our player list, we're going to see a large variety of suits. And of course, we're going to see Reborns. That's just going to be expected.
Right.
Best suit in the game, bar none.
Right.
But from what I'm seeing here, we have some G Gundam suits here. We have Noble, more than likely. We have V2.
Right.
We also have, I think, it's from the DX series. It's not the 3K, it's the 2.5K, the running suit. It's the one that Mono Eye plays.
Oh, okay. Gundam X, right? Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, that's a very rare suit to see. I mean, as far as I know, Mono Eye, who has qualified, is the only person that I know that plays that suit at that kind of high level.
Right.
And we have a Quebly player as well.
We have Quebly player right
Very
there.
famous Quebly player.
Right. And he's won a lot of tournaments already too. So you have that pair going. That it's probably going to be Reborn's Quibbly. So
Yeah,
we'll
of
see.
course there's gonna be Reborns, I think, everywhere. And I think who do you want to win? Which character would you like to see to win?
Which character? How
Yeah.
about like Zaku Head?
Zaku Head Zeta?
Ah, maybe.
Oh yeah, we're definitely
Right.
gonna be seeing that.
You bet. The best character. in the
Yeah,
game.
I
No,
want
no, no,
I
no.
want some like what that 1.5 Luna like I'd like to see that. Maybe the one the victory suits, the
Oh, okay.
non 3K version.
Right.
Oh, let's see some Gedlov. That'd be great too.
Oh, you might see the tire going crazy, you know?
Yeah, I would love to see a really good Gedlov player. Where are the good Gedlov players
I
at?
don't know.
I don't know. I'd like to find them.
For sure. We'll be seeing some Extreme Gundams too. I think we have that player here today too. So
Oh.
you've actually entered PDF in Extreme versus 2. I mean, yeah, the next game too, right?
Yes.
So we'll see a lot of that too.
Yeah, we actually have a lot of players that did qualify in top 8, I believe, for
Mhm.
PDF, which
Right.
is a really kind of, for those who don't know about Gundam, the kind of premier tournament is Premium Dogfight,
Mhm.
and it's held in Japan, and one of the essentially it's the way to qualify to PDF is quite long and difficult, and a lot of these players have made it to the last part, which is top 8. These are arguably some of the best players that are currently
Right.
playing the game,
Mhm.
and I'm really excited to see that kind of quality of high-level play.
Mhm.
It's definitely something that is kind of strange to hear that it not only is it going to be high level, but it's come from the players' homes themselves, right?
Right. So it comes from their the comfort of their homes, you know. Maybe playing for like a desk, they might be playing from like a couch, from their comfortable place, and then I don't know. So it might be a little bit more easier for them, for the players themselves, to actually be able to play in like a situation where they can actually concentrate on the game with not much screaming around, going around, in the
Oh, yeah.
arcades, of course.
Yeah, one thing too about this game is that in game centers, it's quite famous for being notoriously loud.
Right.
And I am one of those players that is extremely loud. I've had the staff tell me to move or leave, or
Leave, right,
the
right.
warnings of you're
Right.
being too loud. Well, I'm sorry, that's how you properly play.
Right,
If your heart's not in it, it's really hard to get into it. But playing at home, you can be extremely comfortable. You don't have that pressure of people looking at you.
Right.
You don't have that pressure of just even the audio in itself, right? All you have is just in-game audio.
Mhm.
Maybe you voice chat with your partner.
Right.
It's really, really convenient. And
Right.
it really, in my mind, I think it takes a huge stress factor away. Because
For sure.
I've played in Evo, and I know what it's like to have people kind of around you and cheering for or against you.
Against you, yeah.
And it's quite an interesting experience. I highly recommend anyone who can travel to these events once Corona kind of settles down.
Right.
Please take that chance. It's one of the best experiences out there.
Right.
And I mean, if it wasn't for these events or even Gundam, I wouldn't even be here in the seat talking to you guys right now.
Right. I mean, it's awesome right now, you can just play from home. You can actually go to the arcades now that like Corona is a little down now. So people are starting to go back to the arcades a little bit, and they can actually just go back home and play like Axion, at their time. And I guess Axion is really convenient for like the people who actually work too, because like after work you can just go home and just like start playing no problem instead of actually having to go to the arcades, So that's another awesome factor about Axion itself.
Oh yeah.
And of course your wallet doesn't get any smaller or thinner, you can say.
Yeah, I can relate to that. I'll be honest. Anytime a new version comes out, for some reason, I'm just terrible at it. I'm finding myself winning maybe 3 out of 10 times, 4 out of 10 times if I'm lucky, and it goes fast. That money goes by fast. So when Maxion was announced, I immediately was like, okay, time to buy a PS4 and an arcade stick again, and I'm
Right,
going to be
right,
setting
right.
up shop here because I find myself playing that way more than any other version, even pre-Corona. It's such an amazing game.
It
Uh,
is, it is, it
like
is.
like I said earlier, it's my favorite version, and
Uh-huh.
I'll be honest though, it'll probably continue to be my favorite version.
So, like, what part of you do you think or do you like about Maxion that actually differentiates against like maybe the other versions?
I think the biggest thing for me is the pace of the game is quite different than
Mm,
the previous version
right.
that we got to play on console. So
Uh-huh.
not Maxi Boost,
Mm-hmm.
but Full Boost.
Mm-hmm.
The pacing of Full Boost is quite slow in comparison to Maxi Boost on, and
Right.
then in the current version, it's really fast.
Mm-hmm.
If you've ever played um, Extreme versus 2 or Cross Boost, is extremely fast compared to Maxi Boost on, and the damage is quite high as well.
Mm-hmm.
I think this game just has that exact right amount, just for me. Maybe because I'm becoming older. I'm an old man, and I don't have those reflexes anymore. But
Right.
it feels really really good. That the pace of it's good. The roster is really good, and in terms of character balance, I think the best
Oh,
um,
okay.
at the moment. I mean, aside from Reborn,
Uh, Reborns, yeah.
Reborn's the only outlier, right? And of course you have really weak 2Ks, 1.5Ks.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine.
Right, right. I mean, all games has that, right?
But in terms of like 3K balance,
Mhm.
it's amazing. 2.5K balance, it's pretty good.
Right, right.
And it feels like you can pretty much play almost any suit that you want and have at least some degree of success. You know,
Right. I mean, that kind of goes on to like what we're gonna be seeing tonight too, and we're gonna be seeing a lot of um, different suits. You know, not just like the top tier or the people who, I mean, the suits that a lot of people think that are top tier. You know,
yeah.
so we'll be seeing like all kinds of like G Gundam suits. We'll be seeing like Extreme Gundam. You know, we'll be seeing Tubele too. So, I mean,
Yeah,
it's an awesome game in terms of balance. I think too.
it's not like the version after where in that tournament it was just what was it, High New Night.
Okay.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah,
right, right.
I loved watching 8 matches of High New Night, or eight different teams of the same thing, and just
Right,
watching
right.
two AC and for 2 hours.
Right.
This has variety, and
Exactly.
I love that. I extremely love the variety in this game, and
Right.
how I can pretty much play whatever I want. And
Mhm.
lately, that's kind of what I've been doing. Of course, I think last time we played, I played a lot of Rex, and
Mhm.
that's something I never played before.
Right.
Um,
That is another section of the game, right? So you can just like easily get into or like start playing into another game that you can go into. So this would
and
be good.
not to mention that, but the general controls are just really simple, and
Mhm.
it's not. Most of the suits are not overly complicated.
Right. Right.
There are, of course, exceptions to that rule,
Mhm.
but like for example Rex, I was able to just understand those basic controls in 3 matches. It's like,
Alright,
okay,
alright.
2B, 6BC, CSA,
Right.
okay, let's go. Like,
right,
let
right.
my tail do all the work.
Right. For sure. You know,
A lot of those games, a lot of these characters are very simple tool sets, and I think it's one of the best games for anyone to get into.
Mhm.
You can you can be like me, right? When I first started, I picked X2, and I didn't know anything about what an Amyuken was or Pyonkaku, none of that stuff,
Right.
right?
Right. Right. For
But
sure.
I was still able to do things to provide for my teammate or
Mhm.
even myself, and it feels really good.
Right. I mean, I started the game with Red Frame. You know,
Yeah.
was awesome suit. You know, I just like came to Japan and then I saw like a player playing Red Frame, and he just like was just like deleting the whole roster inside the store. You know, and so I was just like, oh my god, what is this suit? This is so cool. So all I used was Red Frame, and all I did was like BC into BC and then EX. You know, so.
Yeah, that sounds like the game plan. Yeah. After X2, for me, I pretty much only played Gold Sumo, which
Alright.
is again one of those suits that doesn't really fit that normal tool set, but it's quite a fun suit to play, I think, for beginners because you can do a lot of things that normally most suits don't have that ability. For example, in having control of Okizeme, which
Right,
is
right, right, right.
when you down an opponent, you're able to really limit their options when they are getting up. It's it more or less this game accommodates for any playstyle, whether you're very aggressive or you're very passive. You know, when I first started, I was very aggressive. I was just like, let me kill all of them. I got this. But
Right.
now I'm very passive. I just play 2.5k.
Really?
Yeah. Didn't you see that earlier?
Oh, I don't think so. But I mean,
I mean,
that's true.
yeah.
You can go on with like all the suits, like even the same suit. You can play really, really aggressive. You can play really, really passive, like say like Destiny. You can play in the back, and then you can actually only go in when you have your AC on time, or you can like just keep on going in like some people play. That same goes for like Zero Custom too. So, I mean, there's so much things you can actually do with the game, so much play styles. So to pretty much match what exactly you want to do. So yeah.
Okay, yeah. I think in terms of another thing I just kind of came up with that I really
Right.
liked about this game
Mhm.
is the netcode. A lot of
Right.
people don't know that this is the first game with a netcode indicator, or rather, you can see every person's or every player's
Right.
connection.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And you can also see where those Wi-Fi warriors are at. Of course, we have plenty of options. And I'm just being informed now
All right.
that the brackets are ready. So let's take a look at our brackets.
All right. Let's see. Okay.
All right.
So we'll be starting off with, I mean, it's cut off a bit, but it's Kido Butoden, so it's probably G Gundam, and then
Yes, sir.
oh, and then they got like the default win. But anyways, I guess we'll be starting with Kido Butoden and Onchiden. So we'll see Romatan, right? For sure.
Yeah, I want to say they have a bye, if that's correct.
Right,
If it's
right.
a default win, that means that the other team failed to register, which is very unfortunate.
Right.
So, yeah, I believe that team at the top who is advanced,
Mm-hmm.
it's,
Right.
I want to say we have our little list here.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we do have Aruya and Romatan.
Right.
And let's see, did Muraman make it?
Oh no, it's not.
No.
Not him, but it's
Oh.
another. Someone kind of really didn't think, their team name here. They only have like one character saying ah. Very clever there. I mean, it makes it easier for us English speakers, to read this. Of
Yeah,
course.
and I don't know who is on that team. I don't know who they are in particular.
Right.
The team that they're going to be playing against, however, I've recognized the name, but I don't know who they play.
I mean, yeah, we'll have to see Tonkun. Right. So we'll be seeing more of them in the next one. So I guess we'll be keep going on, right?
And
Okay. So we'll be seeing Toseki. Well, they got another default one there, and we'll be watching Tengoku no
And they're going to
Jate.
be playing against Inoue, which is our Quebly man.
Oh no, I think the Quibbling Man's still on the bottom. They're doing a pun where they're making a similar name there. So Tengoku no someone else. Jate is another player, I think. I feel.
Okay.
And so, right.
Oh no, that's Monoeye.
Is it?
It's Monoeye, yeah.
Oh,
So
okay.
so Soseki is going to be playing against Monoeye.
Okay,
Ooh,
great.
very interesting.
That would be interesting.
And then I believe the final team, Inoue, will be playing.
Right.
It should be. I would imagine
Okay,
so.
let's see. Oh, we're scoring down here.
Yes, it is.
Right. Okay, so it's AYN. AYN.
I don't know who they are.
What do you think it stands for?
No idea.
All right. So I mean, they'll be going against Tengoku no. I think it should be Misogi because that's usually the team name. Inoue and Reki. They're both be using. I mean, it would probably be Jubilee and Reborn's Gundam. Right.
Yes.
So
And-
see some really high level players there because they've won a lot of tournaments here too. So I mean, we'll have to see how it goes.
Yeah, and
Right.
I believe that once the first match is going, it's going to be one match. Oh, we already have our first match set. It's going to be Romaten and Araruya, a Noble V2 team versus Hirari-kun, which I believe
that's the
is
extreme
player. So this is arguably one of the best matches that we're starting off with.
Right. So it's going to be exciting from the start. So we're going to keep on watching. I don't know. We gotta prepare, you know?
Gotta prepare, gotta be ready. And I believe remember, this is first to 3, so we're gonna be seeing at least 2 matches. I don't think that this is gonna be a 2-0. I would be very surprised if this is a 2-0. This is definitely gonna be 2-1, I feel.
Right, sure.
Any predictions on the match?
I don't know. I mean, it's gonna be really, really tough. And they're just gonna have to like fight it off. Have to see how both of the teams go in. So I guess we'll be starting very
soon.
Yeah. All right. I think we're going into the match here. So let's take a look.
All right.
Oh,
Zeong. Oh, Zeong Strike Freedom. Okay.
Okay. Oh, so it's the 2 players there. So let's see. Let's take a look at this screen, please.
And we're going to be watching this from the Zeong's perspective.
All right.
One of the harder characters to play.
Right. We're seeing him go in already actually at the start here.
Yeah. Very aggressive.
Right. Going in.
Oh my god. These steps are crazy. So this kind of movement is very difficult to do.
Right.
And here we see Noble on top of the Zeong. We're going to be seeing what kind of OP options they have. Zeong has some great OP options, especially his Shunkaku, which is his ability to jump in the air.
Right. You see here that he's actually recovering his boost, so the suit actually wants them to do this like competitive. He just keeps on going in. Like this.
He can just keep moving freely, and it's very convenient in terms of his recovery because he's boosting to such a way to where he can't really overheat.
Right.
And if he does overheat, he's putting himself in a position where he won't really be punished by it. Here we see Espers come out, really great hits on him, and he gets the kill. We're going to see Noble go into the super mode, and in this game, when Noble dies, she will keep that mode. So it's really strong, and it's more or less like permanent. Oh, okay.
Right.
Dashing the shield.
Right. So he actually has burst, the second burst already. He's just going in. Pretty much, these 2 matchups are actually doing pretty much the same thing. The Bachan, right?
Yep.
So they're having the lower cost suit actually go in into the opponent here.
Bakudan being that the lower cost suit will just keep dying over and over again, while the higher cost suit will just try to survive as much as possible.
Exactly.
But this doesn't look very good for the V2.
Right, he actually going in here. Oh, and he actually gets the kill.
Okay, this is... Oh, no.
My god.
Noble is arguably 1 shot away.
Oh, but he gets down too. But he uses his burst here, so I think he's going to secure the kill here on Strike Freedom.
They're going to be exhausting all their options here.
Right, he gets that big down. And let's see, they have to actually watch the Noble Gundam here, and
it's a really tough position because if Zeong dies, he still comes back in that zombie form. Yep, which we're going to see right now.
Oh, he gets that zombie form.
Okay, here we go.
Oh my god, but they're both
Are
really
they not
really
going
low.
to take him out? Oh, he's just chilling, dude.
Oh,
Noble is done. Oh my god.
He actually just secures the match there, his partner, and Zeon Head, did that work,
Yeah,
he didn't really have to. He just stood there.
Yeah, he stared at them menacingly.
Right. And I don't know, they didn't really come back for him. So, I mean, that's interesting.
I think the goal, and if I were to think in the Noble's mind, would take out the Strike Freedom because the Zeong can't really do anything, right?
Right.
I think the only thing that kind of went wrong there was the V2 was so far away to where there was kind of no support. So if Noble were to make a mistake, it's kind of solidified that it's done, it's over.
Right. That was interesting.
Yeah, what did you think about what was the biggest part of that match?
Well, you saw both of them actually going to the 3K on the start of the game, and so it was like the first 3K to actually get damage, from the whole thing. So we'll actually take another look.
Oh no, we're going to be going into our second match.
Okay, all right.
So Romaten's team down by 1 game.
Down by 1 game. Let's see how this goes.
Catch point for Hirari-kun's team.
Right. Okay, we'll be watching.
Oh, watching it from Noble's perspective, which is very entertaining because you get to see some Hula hoop in action.
Right. So this is another special suit where you can do this troll move, you know, as he's doing already, and what it does is that it recovers boost, so it lets him pretty much move forever, and makes it hard for the suit to actually get taken here. But let's see how this match is going.
And Noble does not have the kind of same mobility options as a normal suit, so
Right, right.
which is why it looks really strange here.
Right.
And that's just mostly because, again, it can't really fly up. Here we have the Oki options, and it looks like they're just going to be stepping their lives away here.
right. And as you can see, he's pretty much moving forever, and then until he gets, you know, the burst. But he secured a kill here already.
Big kill.
Right,
Noble's
right, for
team
sure.
has a huge lead right now.
Right, so he's going trying to get that. Oh, but I don't know where he gets.
All right,
hit
Noble's
down
going to be
here.
using that burst, just going that super mode.
Right.
Yep,
Oh, and
there we go.
And then
All
he'll be
right.
in this mode forever now. So,
Yep. Oh, got the pressure off.
he actually made him use that burst, so that's really big here.
Yeah, by forcing the burst, that limits the options of the Xeon
Right.
after the burst.
So he wants to protect his partner here so he doesn't die too much. Oh, but here comes the super move here.
So every character in this game has a super, and some are obviously better than others, and Xeon has one of the best Garabis in the game for a super.
Right. So it looks like he's going for the strike dream here.
Going to go for that big overcost, and
Okay.
if Noble is
he gets him.
successful,
Oh, and he
Strike
uses...
Freedom will come back with no health.
Right,
Wow.
for sure.
Oh
He
my
actually got
god.
that
Here
really
we go.
good- This combo selection there was really nice there too, because he kind of felt the Xeon coming from behind, so he kept that simple and fast.
Seed mode.
Oh, going after the C mode. Now
So,
that suit and C mode goes really fast here, so let's see.
All right,
options
it's
you
exhausted
can
all
use.
those options. Unfortunately, though, V2 is taking a beating, and we aren't really seeing it, but
Right.
Xeon is racing to
Wow,
destroy
did
the
you
Xeon.
see
Wow,
that?
what
Oh,
crazy
what?
movement! Oh my
Wow.
god, that is extremely hard to do.
Changes
Okay, as first.
Right, he
Oh.
goes that. He
Okay,
doesn't want to die too soon here, but he goes down.
okay,
they're
we're
actually
one
going to-
Garaby away from. I feel
Right.
like it,
Oh,
Gar-
but he gets-
oh, he got it! 48 health.
But he wants to go
Oh,
in.
he's got burst though, and it's
Oh,
over. Wow,
And
good
he hits that
Kyunkaku.
CSA.
Wow.
Right, what a heated match here. We're going 1-1 here.
1-1. Match point next
Match
game.
point. All right.
That was really good.
It was exciting. What an exciting match.
I was ready to jump out of my seat for that
All
one.
right, for sure.
Definitely one thing that we will be seeing in these matches is
Mhm.
that we're going to be seeing what we call a Taimon, which is a 1v1 situation.
Right.
Both of these teams, it looks like they want to kind of capitalize on
Mhm.
having the player that benefits from that 1v1 situation
Mhm.
and go after the suit that is weaker against it. In this case, Noble Strike Freedom, V2 Xeon.
Right.
And it's pretty much just a race. And
It is.
I believe our next match is going to be starting very soon.
All right,
So we're
so
going
we
to
gotta-
be seeing who will move on. Oh,
to the
I'm so
next
excited.
round. Right, for sure. Okay. So I think we might be seeing some strike freedom here today. Oh, I don't know.
Oh,
Let's
who
see.
knows what we'll see.
Netcode's nice and blue.
Yeah,
here.
very that good blue.
All right.
All right,
so,
Strike Freedom.
All
okay.
right. We'll be
So,
seeing strike freedom gameplay here tonight.
so Strike Freedom has a lot of great tools. I personally like CSA, which is a very quick shot that comes out and then
Mhm.
one hits everything.
Right. That green one that you see on the screen. I think you'll shoot right over here. Maybe not. Okay.
Yeah, I think he's just got the funnels out and he's gonna CSA and then just go for that Garo. But right
Right.
now he's kind of has no. Oh,
He
okay.
actually ran into the
He
Garo
ran
beyond
into the Garaby on accident. That's unfortunate.
Okay. It's actually moving on here. Kind of staying a little bit in the middle. Oh, was getting a little too close here, so he gets that hit. And both teams actually playing pretty normal here.
Yeah, it feels that I guess the range that this Strike Freedom is playing at is extremely safe. He's kind of
Right,
just
right.
tiptoeing from that red and green
Mhm.
lock, right? Which
Right, for sure.
generally in that time on setup, you do want to kind of
Oh.
do that because in situations
Yikes.
like we have now, he's got
Right.
no health.
Exactly. It's a bit in a kind of tight situation
This
here.
is definitely a pinch for this
right.
team. Oh, and Xiang's down now.
Right,
It's
he
really
does
bad
have
with the
burst.
first. Uh-oh. We're gonna see super mode going to
Oh,
Noble. Yep,
but
there
he'll
we
be
go.
using. Oh, I didn't really have to use
Oh
it
my
there,
god,
but
it's actually quite close. It all depends on these bursts here.
right for sure.
Oh, CSA!
Okay. Okay.
Oh my.
So B2 will be going down first. So that's something they didn't want to happen, I think, in here. But
V2 is capable of playing very aggressive, especially in
right.
burst when Assault Buster. Oh my
Like,
god.
how can you escape that? You know?
It's
Oh no.
really hard to escape that.
Oh, and he made
He
him use
counter
burst here.
bursted.
Right.
Okay,
We'll see. Oh, he has go. He wants it. He wants it.
he
Check
really
in.
wants this. Oh, what a
Oh,
block!
what a
Oh my
block
god!
there.
Shield.
Oh, but
Oh no!
he comes in.
Oh, no,
and he
got
gets
it.
killed.
Oh
And
my.
his partner is still at
No burst.
131.
Only seed mode as an option.
Right, and you
Garabee
see-
misses it, whips
right.
it. Okay, Noble's dead.
All right, but then he comes back in overcross.
Young is one shot
right?
away from being in zombie mode.
Okay,
Uh-oh.
but B2 is going a little
Oh,
bit lower.
burst.
Kind of, they have to do something
that
with
was
this.
big.
Oh,
This is big. Oh, burst
right,
from
you see
Noble.
him burst from over here, going
Okay,
here.
I feel...
But he is using his super,
Oh.
which is oh
no!
and he gets hit. Let's see, he has to go and go for the kill here.
Oh.
He's shooting. And he closes it off.
Closes it off with the main on Jiang. Wow,
Right.
that was such a good match.
That was crazy. Oh my gosh.
I was standing up.
Yeah, you start standing up on your chair there.
Yeah, I
bro.
got so excited. I
Right,
love,
right.
Again, I love this game, and that burst party at the end. We see people use burst differently, of
Mhm.
course. I think the general goal of how to use your burst is to use it to get damage off
Right,
without
right.
taking damage.
Mhm.
And here we saw the burst go to attack
Mhm.
the Strike Freedom. Strike Freedom uses the burst to kind of counter burst the
Right.
burst, which is ultimately
Mhm.
what gave them that kind of borrowed time.
Right, for sure. Because, like, I mean, you always have, like, the burst to attack, and you have the burst to run away itself, too. And so, so it's better, actually, for the attack to actually make someone use the burst, you know, because you're making someone use or waste bursts in that sense. And you kind of saw that here with the Strike Freedom. And so, you know, I think that's how, you know, Roma 10 and Alandia, yeah,
They
so
continue to move on.
continue to
Team
move on.
I'm kind of rooting for here.
Okay, really?
Yeah, I love to see suits that are not used frequently.
Right,
It's kind of
right.
like the underdog, right?
Mhm.
And again, these teams have won a lot, but I love the suit selection that they have.
Right.
It's really entertaining to watch, especially for someone who's not really familiar with the game, because
Right,
we're just
exactly.
seeing like, what is this Noble doing? Like just
Like-
spinning around and
Right,
then doing all this
right.
big damage out of nowhere. I love that.
Sure.
I think one of the biggest things is on the topic of burst is by forcing that opponent's burst, you are ultimately setting the tempo to what you want, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
And if you have that kind of control, it's really good to kind of make them play the way you want to.
Mhm.
And this game allows you to do that.
Right.
And it's definitely a really good feeling to kind of use your burst to force them to do what you want and then eventually get that win. It's a great,
Right,
great feeling.
right.
And I'm sure that Aruya and Romutan are really feeling that right now.
Right, for sure. I mean, because, you know, on the topic of burst again, you know, and so there's always like situations where you want to kind of hold your burst, you don't want to use it yet, or you have situations where you force the enemy to use it, and then they're not going to have burst anymore. So you have pretty much a win. You secure a win after that. So the use of burst here in this game is just a really, it's such a strong system, you know.
I would say it's the most important thing.
Right,
When you are
right, for
learning this
sure.
game is understanding the value of the burst.
Mm-hmm.
Bursting by far has the most value compared to anything else in this game. I think the second thing that would come on after that would be like the overcost system,
Right, right,
understanding
mhm.
how health works.
Mm-hmm.
Now here we're talking about health versus damage, right?
Right.
Of course, damage is just more valuable because if you dish out more damage then lose more health, then
Right.
you'll get
right.
more games in, right? Or get
Exactly.
more wins.
Like, so even if you like go into like, I mean, if you hit for like 200, but you're hit back with 100, you're only getting that 100 value, you know.
Exactly.
And so that's one of the points that you actually have to look into this game, and you know the risk return is really, I think, very important in this game as well. Right. Gone. Oh, we'll see. Oh,
Oh,
we'll be
we'll be
looking at.
watching at some replays here
Right.
of the previous matches,
So let's take a look here.
and I'm really excited to see who will be playing against Aruria next.
All right. So this is the first match here. So we'll be looking at from. Oh,
The
actually,
V2,
oh,
okay.
that's right. We haven't seen his perspective yet. So
Yeah.
the suit is pretty special here. As you can see on the bottom, it has the number 100, and now you actually see it going down. So it's a suit where he can change. It's like a power-up suit where he'll be powerful when he has that mode on, and when he doesn't, he's not too strong in terms of like firepower.
Yep. And this suit does have multiple forms as well. And what we're currently seeing is just the, I guess, I think I just say the A form.
Right. Okay.
There's
Make
the
it
B
simple.
form, and then there's the Assault Buster form.
Right.
So apologies to the fans out there. I don't follow the lore of this game. I just play the game because I like the gameplay.
Right. Right.
But
So the A and the B and the AB.
yeah, when
for
it's in
Assault
Assault
Buster.
Buster mode, it is crazy. So
Right.
this mode right now, he has a very strong main attack, and that Garaby right there,
Right here.
that long beam attack, extremely fast and very, very high in terms of damage.
Right. And it's really good that he has the one hit down here, so you can just like hit them down and then just go on
man,
to the
that
next
was like
one
a
here.
200 IQ shield that he planted. Did you see that? Zeong ran right into it. He knew.
He knew. Oh my
knew.
god. What a god here.
Yeah, I would never know to do that.
Let's see. Oh,
Oh
he gets
no,
hit by a
got
weird
hit
beam.
by a random main.
Right? Oh, what was that? Tech here? And we'll seeing. Yeah, he's playing pretty, well, and he gets hit though, but he kind of wants to stay a little bit far away.
This position is really
Right.
tough for V2. Yeah,
Right.
Zeong just gonna take advantage of that.
Exactly.
But
And he had someone
comes back
so close here.
with first
and he's actually
party.
going in there and makes him use it. Okay.
So to explain what Esper's does, Esper's allows you to fire a weapon, and then by firing another weapon, it cancels, and it
Right.
immediately falls down. Makes the character fall down to the ground.
Right.
It's
For sure.
really good for a lot of suits that like V2 that can
Mhm.
really capitalize on just throwing so much damage out.
Right.
And here we see the end where
Right.
yeah,
he
V2
gets
wasn't
hit.
even looking at him, unfortunately.
Um,
Oh, still great matches nonetheless.
Right. There. That's the scene where he actually kind of steps a little bit back after like turning him into the head mode, you know, and he didn't know that Ramatan was pretty much running away at the start, and it was just a matter of time for the Strike Freedom to actually like secure that kill. So just see really high gameplay here.
Yeah, this is extremely how should I say? I wouldn't say hard to follow for the for newer players, but
Mhm.
once you understand a lot of the core mechanics of the game,
Right.
you start seeing some things that are like, well, how does that work? How does that
Right.
work? How did he do that? Why did he do that?
Mm-hmm.
For example, that shield.
Right.
He just planted the shield on the wall.
Right.
Why would he do that? If I'm new, I'm thinking, well, he's just pressing buttons to press buttons. But we
Right.
saw that in terms of Zeong's movement, he was able to force that Zeong to go to the wall and step right into it. Zeong doesn't even notice it,
Right.
It
And he
takes a
just
bunch
gets
of
hit, and then
and it's such a how should I say, an interesting way to kind of learn from this, especially for how should I say, people outside of Japan.
Mhm.
I think the level isn't quite there yet,
Right.
but
Right.
people are getting better and getting better and getting
Mhm.
better, and this is one way to just continue to grow. And
Right.
we're going to be looking at our second match,
Right.
and
Our second game, replay here.
yes,
Actually, yeah. So let's see. I'll be seeing from another perspective here. Let's see here. Okay, so we'll
Noble.
be seeing some notable action here.
I think we saw this perspective earlier.
Right. So just be a recap again. Actually, let's go into a little bit more detail on what the suit does here. So, as you can see on the bottom right, he only has the hula hoops. He has only 3, and then he has 2 more, which are his assists that go into the opponent and burns them for a stun. So,
And that stun is extremely long.
right, for sure. And by doing BC, he's doing the hula hoop move here. So after moving, stepping, and then hula hoop, and then you step again, you actually get that boost recovery, which you see him doing here, like the whole game.
I believe we call that a break cancel. Is that correct?
Oh,
I want to say it's a break cancel, but
right.
don't get me wrong. I don't play any running suits. I don't know any. I avoid that. I
Right,
die
right.
instantly.
Sure, here, let's see. He does get kicked, and how he
You gotta
goes
go
into first.
immediately into super mode.
Right, when you go into super mode and you use your super attack here, you go into, I mean, yeah,
You go into a stronger form,
exactly.
and your tool set slightly changes. You have more hula hoops to work with, and then you have this little charge bar that's going up. That charge attack is extremely strong in this
right.
too.
Exactly. That's why you kind of see him have this charge like the whole game here. See? So you go pretty much closer to the opponent and you use that charge shot like this. And if it hits, it stuns them, and then you can go in for a melee combo. And what he used here was the pressure. It's like it's one of the strongest moves in the game where it just like puts out a circle and whoever's in the circle gets stunned. So
Yep, and
Right.
it's unblockable, I believe, in this
exactly,
version.
yes.
In previous versions, you were able to block the pressure, but if the noble or any other characters that have pressure can time it at such a position, it becomes what we say an unblockable, right?
Right.
And you're just guaranteeing damage. And these players already understand that they can't
And
be putting themselves in that position to
Right.
be putting an unblockable.
Right. And what you saw here was one of the really, really high techniques where they changed their view and they used their God Finger to actually move in overheat to, evade an attack here. And you see him going for the kill, and he actually secures it again with
Very,
CSA.
very quickly.
Right.
One thing too, in terms of movement, so some characters have access to moves that allow them to go higher in the air.
Mm-hmm.
We call that a pyonkaku,
Right. Mm-hmm.
and a lot of the terms in this game are derived from Japanese, of
Right,
course.
for sure. I mean, the original
so,
game is in Japanese.
Yeah. And Noble has a really strong pyonkaku.
Mm-hmm.
And we're able to see that not only movement here is
Mhm.
really strong, but just we're able to see the suit's ability to be really, how should I say, maximized.
Right, for sure. And of course, you can't really, it's a strong movement, but you can't just like do it like in any given moment, in terms of Romaten here, you see him actually going in for the kill, so the whole purpose of it is to actually evade an attack, evade like a main coming towards you, and like putting in that attack after they move. Right.
And I think as well, how we see certain people use moves like Pyonkakus or Zuzakyans, Amekyans, those kind of things.
Right.
It really kind of defines what that player is like. Of course, as we mentioned earlier, you can be really aggressive or really passive. For me, I like to be really passive. I stay in the back. I just like to shoot things and not get shot. But somehow I just keep getting shot and then I die and overcost my teammate and then I get fan mail.
Right. Maybe because you're always in their face there.
Oh, no, I swear, I'm a good boy.
A good boy? Okay. I mean, you have to go in there, to secure that.
I mean,
damage.
Lately, I've been playing like Double Zeta, Rex. Rex, of course, you can definitely go in with, but Double Zeta, I think it would be kind of wise to play passively, but you can be aggressive, as we see in certain players that like to use its pressure, for example, or its BC options.
Right.
I don't think we're going to be seeing any Double Zetas, though, in this
Probably
bracket.
not, but we might see some Rex, though.
That would be very interesting to see.
Right.
Because it's a suit that was originally not in this game. It was in the version after, which is Extreme Versus 2, and then it was imported into this game, which is quite strong. And we're going to be looking at the third match.
The last replay
our
here.
final replay, yes.
Okay, so I think we'll be seeing this very soon. I think we'll be seeing from the same perspective.
Here we go.
Let's see.
Wonder whose perspective. It's going to be Strike Freedom.
Probably. Right, all right. So it's going to be
Xeon. Oh, okay. I like that.
So we'll be looking at the Xeon tech here. You can see this is another, as you say, the Pyonkaku, where it actually moves the suit up and then down, and then by canceling into BC, then into their main, the suit is able to cancel their step here, and then they're able to, recover their boost here.
Yep.
And oh, let's see what. Yeah, so he's going really much
And
in.
one thing about Zeong too is that this suit is actually like not a very traditional suit.
Hmm.
And this suit kind of excels against newer players, people who just don't play against it well.
Right, right.
I'd say for beginners, I don't recommend playing this suit. It's quite difficult and it's very hard on the hands.
Right, right.
The APM is quite high.
Right.
So
Great
here,
blocks we've seen.
really,
here.
really good blocks.
Right.
Okay, so some mains, and I think his Pyonkaku is 8B.
Right.
So we also refer to the notation system of like a calculator,
Hmm.
and a lot of the tools here is either 4, 6, 8, or 2, or even
Right.
5.
Right,
as well.
right. That actually stand for, the directions here.
Yes,
and
sir.
we'll see him going in.
Oh,
he
that
gets it.
CSA, just the tip of it.
Just the tip. That's what always happens. And
Oh, right.
for Xeon, you see on the right here, you have a lot of weapons. Oops, ouch. But the charge shot actually shoots a little beam from the head. The main is like the hands there. So it actually has hands that shoot beams out of it. And the second one from the bottom is the sub, which shoots like the fat beam. But it's actually like connected to his arms here. So when one arm's out, only one comes out, which is pretty interesting. And below that is the Garo B. That's like a pretty two thin beams that actually come out from the stomach here. And the bottom ones are the hands that you see coming out very, very often here.
Yeah, BC is a really, really strong move.
Right, right.
And is this the version where he has the little like cage he makes with his fingers, or is that the later version?
That's the later version,
Okay,
actually.
okay.
So,
Yeah, that was a really strong move too.
right, right. So he actually goes down here in this head mode. He's going actually trying to go for that kill in S-Burst, but he gets tagged there from the main.
Yeah, when Zeong is in that head mode, it's just pretty much a giant flag that says, "Please kill me, please
Right,
kill
right.
me." And
So what happens is like pretty much when the suit on the second life and the last life, when you get that last, you get that last damage actually to make your damage goes pretty much to 0, then you turn into that head mode. So it's like a recovery system, I guess you can say.
I like to call it like a zombie mode.
Oh,
or-
okay, okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Some suits have this, not all of them.
Mhm.
Some others that come to mind: Hyakushiki,
Right.
Exia.
Right. Hmm.
I'm forgetting one more. Zaku Amazing.
Oh, right, right,
Um,
right.
Yeah, I
Can't
remember.
forget that
Yeah, we won a certain game with the Zaku Amazing's zombie mode has a really fun burst attack,
suit.
and it just fires all these missile pods out.
Right.
I think in terms of the zombie mode, it's changed quite a bit throughout the various versions.
Mm-hmm.
And in this version, I feel that it's again just right.
Mm-hmm.
It's not very strong, but it's not completely useless. Right. We
Right,
can still see some wins with it.
For sure.
Especially depending on the character. Hyakushiki,
Right.
Exia have a much better zombie mode, I think.
Right.
Zeong's little head just kind of floating around like.
Right. I think maybe Zeong's zombie mode is might have it's probably the weakest one because your mobility is pretty much not there. And you're just in head, you have like this little thin beam that pops out, and you have that gyro. But it's really, really hard to like land for sure. And for like Exia, he's in repair mode, you can use his burst mode too. And he has more mobility and he has the ability to, hop around the map and kind of run away. So I don't know. That's an awesome replay there. And we'll be seeing actually more and seeing pretty much Anaduya and Romaten actually move on to the next game.
And I'm hoping that they're going to really capitalize on this. And we have
Alright.
our brackets ready, so let's take a peek at that. So,
Alright.
okay, so the team has lost.
Yeah, okay, looks like it will just be Romatan and Tonkun.
which
Right?
is that person at COJ. I don't know who that is. I've seen that name on Twitter many, many times.
I know who. I know COJ.
Oh, okay.
I don't
Who
know.
is
It
he?
just sounds like orange juice, but so he's the was it Sea Gundam player? Well, he was really big in the next game. Actually, he was using that suit a lot, and so we might actually see some sea action.
That would be cool.
Yeah. So another variety to the match here. So we'll have to see.
And it looks like Soseki has won their match, which was against, I believe, Monoeye's team. So Monoeye
Oh.
is out,
Oh.
and Inoue has won his team.
Okay, so they're in their loser brackets here. so-
Correct.
right.
So,
So the
and
Monchidan,
I
they'll be
don't-
going against, and then they'll be
Oh, Hirari-kun. Yes.
right.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So versus Hirari's team. Ooh,
Right.
That'd be really good. I feel like Hirari's team is really hungry after those two losses. They just
Right.
want to come
right.
back. I know what that's
Sure.
like to really be hungry for that win, especially to be put in losers.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's that
So-
pressure's on, right?
Right, and that motivation is in.
Yeah.
Right, sure. And then we'll be seeing AYN, and then the Tengoku no.
Okay, and for our next match, we're going to be looking at winter semi. We're going
Right.
to be looking at Inoue playing Quebly
Okay.
against, I believe, Dekopunz. I don't know who that is.
All right, so we'll have to see. And
Oh, that's Soseki.
oh, okay,
So it's
okay,
like
so it is
yeah.
that team.
Yes.
Right, right, okay. So we'll be seeing more of that action coming our way tonight, and
And it will start very, very
very,
shortly.
very soon.
So get ready, get excited. I'm excited. I'm
Yep.
ready to see some pressure go off.
Right, right.
Funnels going everywhere.
You're ready to kind of like pop off of your seat here.
Oh
You
yeah,
know, you gotta-
I gotta get ready to jump off and start yelling and
Right,
screaming. I
right.
mean that's the Gundam lifestyle, right?
Of
I mean
course.
even if I have my arcade stick on my lap, I'll just get up and just start
Dancing.
and then oh yeah, well not dancing but shouting and my arcade stick's on the floor and I'm like, oh well I gotta replace the joystick now. I'm
Oh,
kidding.
okay. I mean, yeah. I mean, there you can get more buttons. I mean, you have more access to that here in Japan too,
Oh yeah.
which is awesome
yeah.
too.
And
Oh.
here we go.
Wow.
Oh, a mirror match.
Wow.
Whoa.
We'll be seeing a very strong air match here. You don't see this too often, so we'll have to see which player we start up here. So we'll be seeing we'll be
Reki's perspective.
right, we'll be
So-
starting with Reki.
Reborn's best suit in the game.
Right, for sure, and a very powerful and strong, very smart player, you can say. And so they're playing pretty passive, trying not to get hit here.
I think the goal of this game for both teams is that they just want to capitalize on just any
Okay.
kind of movement mistake and
Right,
just let the
for sure.
funnels punish it.
Exactly.
It's gonna be a very neutral heavy game.
Right. And you see pretty much
Good
them
block. Oh
winning.
my god. Oh, excellent movement here.
Right, for sure. And you see them actually little by little going in, securing some of that damage.
Derby.
Wow, and all this
So we
movement.
got a very interesting
Oh.
time on situation. Both the Quebblys
Right.
are fighting each other while the Reborns are fighting each other.
It looks like the Quibbly match is actually in the favor of this team, of Reki's team here. Looks like Inoue is going in. for
Inoue is
the-
just showing his dominance.
I don't
He's
know
saying,
what happened
I'm
there.
the best Quebbly.
Right. Look at the damage. That guy's really low now.
He's got
so-
burst, but man, it's,
Right.
yeah, it's not a good situation for
Right.
him.
The Reborn's matchup is pretty equal here. Going pretty neutral. Trying to
I
go
mean,
for the kid.
I think the goal for the 1v1 for Reborns is just to count the Gagas.
Right.
Gagas are arguably one of the best defensive options in this game. And here we see the burst, really good use of burst.
Right,
Wow.
you
It
see
just
that.
evened it out right there.
Exactly. Very powerful
Oh,
game.
pressure was a
Style
little bit
here,
late.
going
Oh,
in.
Quebbly. Oh,
And
Quebbly's
he's the
down.
one he
At
wants to
first
go
from
in.
Reborns. One Gaga gone.
Oh, kind of going for
Oh.
that Darrow, but he doesn't secure it here.
I don't think he can.
That one burst actually kind of, equaled out the game here. And so we'll have to see what happens. Okay, but the
He's gonna
Right.
put funnels. Let's see what the Oki is. Okay, Gaga's
Okay.
on wake up. He's out of Gaga's.
all right.
Oh my.
Oh,
Okay.
but he actually
Reborns
goes
is taking
down.
out 2 HP.
2 HP
and
and
a
dream.
dream. Yeah.
All right, let's see what he does with it.
Oh,
He actually
gets the
secures
kill.
the kill.
So
probably gonna
Reborn's dying second is really bad compared to Quebly dying second.
exactly because you come back with less HP here. So we have to see his partner, we actually try to stay alive as much as possible.
He's gonna be out of his. Oh, forces the burst.
Forces the burst, the last burst that he's gonna have, and he
Oh
gets
no,
punished
meleeed.
again.
Oh, stalling in the air,
Yikes.
really smart.
So, oh my god, that was
Oh
some
no,
crazy
Inoue is
game.
one shot away from losing the game.
Right, so they have, okay, so no one has burst at the moment. I think Inoue has one more burst here, the Quibbly on their team, and he uses it actually to get away, and we'll have to see what he has to do with this.
Oh no! He thought he had it. This
But
is really bad, but he does have burst. And that's gonna be big. Oh, I don't care about pressure. All right, here we go.
All right, let's see if he can actually secure the game here with his burst.
But
of course, oh, and the funnels actually secure it.
Got it down.
Right.
Wow. That was hype.
That was very hype. I don't know. First it was in their favor, then the burst actually changed everything. The Q-Belay burst actually changed everything, and then they actually came back with it, and then everything kind of equaled out, and you just saw some just like heated gameplay throughout.
Yeah, that was extremely close, and again showing the power of burst. Right, we saw how one burst completely changed the tide of that game. Really, really great play from that Quebly. Even though they lost the game, it was nothing to be like ashamed about.
Of course,
and they got 2 more chances, so they or 1 more chance, I should say. But they can get 2 wins. It's definitely possible. In terms of the neutral, we definitely saw a great presence of it. I was really surprised that we had that double time on situation where it was like Reborn's, Quebly.
Right.
Because sorry.
Oh no, I was just thinking maybe it was because they actually know their suits best, so it was easy for them to actually time on their own character because they know so much about it. And so we'll actually be starting like the next match soon, but we'll have to see.
We'll see if they change suits too. So I believe that the loser can change their suits if they'd like to, but no suit change. So we're gonna have another mirror match again.
Right. Gonna have to keep on going with this team and comp.
You can see which perspective we'll be watching. Dekopan. So the Quebly with the amazing burst from last game.
Okay. I was thinking Emperor How? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. But we'll just see Dekopan Q-Belay there. This is what you saw just last match where you saw him go in with melee. So we'll have to see. They're just pretty much playing,
They're playing the very safe, neutral, heavy game where they don't want to really risk taking damage. Although we're seeing here that just Inoue's team is just kind of slowly chipping away at their health, and that's kind of the goal of, I think, Inoue's team.
Right.
In terms of them going in, it'd be very, very difficult. A down is definitely needed on the Reborns, I think, in order to kind of grant access to go to the Quebly. But now we're seeing a double 1v1 situation again.
Let's see,
Inoue just kind of slowly hobbling over to fight Dekopan, and I think Dekopan's like, no, I'm good, I'm okay. But the double lock is really not good. Oh no, are we going to see damage taken? Oh,
not yet.
No.
Right, that was a really
good step.
Yeah, good way of stepping, good awareness there. You saw that opponent use the Garobi, but he stepped out of it, no problem.
Wow, great step.
Wow, okay. Running away, very good gameplay.
So, one thing about Quebly is that she can call an assist that is like a shield, more or less, and it is extremely strong against a lot of suits.
Right.
Against Reborns, it's quite average, I would say, but in a mirror match, it's pretty interesting because the funnels, they kind of don't care about the shield, right?
So what it does for the Q-Belay is that it makes them able to land where usually you would get taken by like a main or something. So you can just like do like powerful, you can do aggressive movement and you won't get punished. Punished for it, right? Because you have that shield in front of you. So I guess a lot of the players here actually played by the shield while going in when they have the shield.
Oh my, that is extremely close. Yeah, you won't be able to guard that. Oh, pressure? No.
No, I think that situation would have been pretty tough, but we'll see
Yeah,
what this
Reborns
does.
is definitely covering his teammate.
Right.
So
They're both.
Dekopon got burst. Oh, both Clubblies have burst. Oh, okay, so we
Okay.
see it being forced out.
Here.
And let's see what happens with it. Just a safe burst, just to
Right.
prevent the damage.
So I guess you'll see both Quibblies actually going in, or dying first here, in terms of like the Bakugan.
And one thing about E-Burst, it's really convenient, is that half burst, it's treated as a full burst in terms of taking damage, you can recover from it.
Right, for sure.
The other two bursts, you cannot do that unless you have full burst.
Exactly. So it's a really, really good defensive burst, but you see, you actually saw him go for that aggressive attack there, but then, you know, it looks like, you know, he knew it was coming, so he just left that main there for him to die onto.
And Dekopon's team is not looking so great. I mean, the
Right,
Reborns
for
is
sure.
quite low, and that timer is going off. Oh!
Oh, can he secure the kill there?
Oh, he got it. Okay.
Okay, so that,
It's
actually
quite
don't
close to
know
now,
here.
but the Reborns, both of them might have burst. Okay,
oh,
we
he
see
actually
burst
forces
party.
the burst there.
Oh, no burst party. I'm surprised that there wasn't a burst to counter the burst.
Actually, yeah, they actually forced him to use that, so he actually would have just to like run away. So I think they're safe here. Oh, he actually
20
almost
seconds
gets that.
left. It's quite close. Oh. Alright, we're gonna
Aggressive use of
see
pressure there.
Reborn using his burst.
Looks like
And
his,
oh,
and he
he got
actually
the
goes
melee
in,
force the burst.
forces the burst.
Anyways, he's got 10 seconds left. If
Right.
if either of these Reborns dies, it'll probably be the end of the game because of the points or how points work. 4, 3, 2, 1. Ba-bum.
Oh, and you see the timeout going.
So I
See.
believe the person who gets 4th place loses, which
That
is Emperor House.
Oh,
Oh,
right.
Dekopon got 1st place too. That's unfortunate.
That
So
is
I
unfortunate.
but I believe that that's the rule.
Right.
I'm not too sure on what was written, but I want to say it's like PDF or Sportsland where
Right.
it's 4th place loses.
Right.
So very unfortunate that Dekopon was able to get 1st, but
Right.
teammates just
Right.
couldn't cut it.
Yeah.
In terms of that game, it was quite passive.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't really see a lot of aggressive movement until the burst started coming out, and the funnels too were pretty much used to kind of check that movement, right?
Right. And like Jubilee itself is like a really good suit to actually play that mid game or that far game where it can just like throw all the funnels like no problem, and then it can just like shoot it out, you know, when they want to. So it actually kind of chips at their HP from far away, and you see that actually going for both teams because, you know, again, it's a mirror match, and you saw pretty much in that match both teams actually going down little by little. And after that, it was like the bursts going right, just going crazy. And so it was, I guess, a very, very like, I don't know, I don't say maybe like static, but really that you got to say that mid game going, you know. So
Yeah, it's quite I would say again neutral heavy. One thing too is that Reborns also has access to funnels.
Right.
Cannon mode sub is really good, or I think it's side AC, the beam funnels.
Right.
They were quite strong. We didn't really see Reborns use the Garabi as much.
Right.
It's,
So
I mean, I think in this situation it's very risky because you can't move while you're doing the Garabi.
right. It's a very powerful move, but of course, you know, the risk is very high itself. And on both teams here, you see 2 Cubelays, so then, you know, one hit from the Cubelays funnels, it would be pretty much you're being down in that cannon mode, which is really, really vulnerable for that suit. So
Exactly.
yeah.
One thing is, I think in this matchup that we saw, that it was just constant movement. And again, moves like Reborn's cannon mode Garabi, by not moving, you're going to be taking damage regardless.
Right.
You might get a hit with the Garabi, that might be possible, but that trade is definitely not worth it. Being down in cannon mode really is tough to get up against.
Right.
In terms of the Quebly Reborns matchup, or even a mirror match.
Right.
Reborns Gundam versus cannon mode Reborns on Wake Up? Oh man.
Oh man. It's gonna be 4B.
4v Gaga sub.
Right, exactly.
Sub main. Or
It's
maybe
gonna be
even
that setup.
CSA.
Right.
Yeah, it's so much to kind of handle, which again, really interesting to kind of see the I guess, the variety of options
Hmm.
that there are. I mean, just from one down and against, say, cannon mode,
Right.
we can see just a suit be able to use, X, Y, and Z in order
Right.
to kind of capitalize on that, or vice versa. Maybe a character gets down, and they have really good wake up options.
For
Um,
sure.
I mean, I don't think we're going to be seeing like someone like Bale, for example, but that would be that's like kind of the suit that I think of that has somewhat all right wake up options.
Um, Actually, that suit itself doesn't have that much good wake up
I'm gonna
options
mash sub
itself.
until my HP goes away. Okay.
Exactly. I mean, you can do that, but then yeah, it doesn't have too much tools, so you only have to watch out pretty much for the main, the sub, or the AC. So it's not too hard. But in terms of like Reborns or maybe like Quibble, you might. I mean, they have so much like weapons itself that it has access to. So it can be a main, it can be a sub, it can be just like the flip into, the cannon mode, and then it's just gonna burst out a Garaby in your face, and that's like 200 damage. So,
Or two sub, and we're gonna be watching
all
our
right,
first replay
all
of
right,
that set, and I believe that was um, the match where it was the double tie man situation.
right.
So in this case, then it does mean that because Emperor Hao
Mm-hmm.
got fourth place, their team is out,
I
I believe.
think so too. Yes.
Yes. So let's see. Or no, they're in losers. I
Oh,
apologize.
right, for sure.
And we're going to be looking at his perspective. So we see a lot of movement where anytime a character moves in kind of like an arc, uh, we call it swerving, I think.
Right.
And some characters have really good movement. Reborns is one of those characters that has a really good swerve. Strike Freedom as well.
Mm-hmm.
And we often see that happen with um, this kind of suit where it'll swerve, step, BC, and then
Mm-hmm.
go into something else.
And, and you see the suit pretty much constantly switching forms here into the cannon mode and the Gundam mode here. Oh, and he
there's
goes for
the
the
Garaby.
Gyro.
So one thing about this suit too that some people
Oh.
might miss is the CSA, which is that charge shot.
Mm-hmm.
When it's in cannon mode, it charges up really fast compared
Right,
to it
right.
in Reborn's
Mhm.
Gundam mode. And on top of this, that charge carries over when switching forms. So
Right.
we often see that once it's in cannon mode, it's 9 times out of 10 it's going to be CSAing
Right.
on the regular Reborn's Gundam mode.
Exactly. When you see that bait going out, but he doesn't take it. Yeah, this game pretty much goes on pretty much like this.
I think one
Um,
thing, if you want to learn how to play against Reborns, the very, very first thing that you should do is count the Gagas.
Right, for sure. Especially for people like me who uses Bale, or like any melee suit per se. It's really, really important to count the Gagas because you know actually when to go in, when to not.
Oh, good CSA.
Right, that's great
Yeah,
sniping there. Oh, but he gets hit by that one funnel.
and yeah, this is our funnel Oki options.
Oh,
and
right,
there's
and you see it.
Gaga. Oh, Reborn's cannon
Wow.
melee. I always love seeing that little grapple hook.
Right, the little grapple hook that actually goes pretty far sometimes.
It goes
you know?
far and it stuns.
Exactly.
And there we go. Funnels to kill it.
Right.
Full F burst.
Oh, okay, that's very scary. Got a Borns in his face. You see him trying to run away here and not use burst just yet, so he has the chance of winning, but he
Oh,
has
no.
to use it here.
He's forced
For
to because
sure.
I think he made a mistake with movement there, but that's okay.
Right. Exactly. He wants
Oh, good sub.
Right.
And yeah, he's stalling that Reborn.
Good.
Oh,
he actually
that
goes.
was such
Wow.
a good setup, but
Right.
just not enough.
That was really scary for that Chocolate too. I'm just surprised he actually just went in there like that. Let's see. Oh.
Yeah, he's got the Gagas, but now he's out of Gagas, and I think Reki knows that he's out of Gagas. and
Right,
he's just gonna
exactly.
Take advantage of it, but
So I guess he thought maybe he won't be seeing him in the face, so he actually went with his partner to the other Jubilee. We'll
oh
see
yeah,
here.
and I believe though that because Reborns was so close to dying,
Right.
or Reki was so close to
Mhm.
dying that they just gave him just enough health to have another burst.
Right.
Which-
Exactly. That was game here, and that's exactly what secured the match, for Reki and Inoue here tonight.
And one of the most important things, again, as players get stronger and stronger, is
Hmm.
first we manage our own burst, right? Your
Right.
own and your
Hmm.
teammates. But then when you start understanding the opposing player's burst and knowing if they have burst or not, and gauging how much HP they
Hmm.
have, it's quite important to uh, make that distinction of should I use this combo versus this combo, or should I attack using this Garaby or just main sub, for
Right.
example.
Or for example, you kind of know when you can actually go in for that risky attacks or anything if they actually have burst or not, because maybe if you go too far in and then they burst and they come back with like a good 200 damage punch, and then that can actually flip the game as you saw in some of the games here tonight. And so it's really important to actually understand who exactly has bursts, and that's another really good aspect of the game, or like the deep aspect of the
Yeah,
game.
I think one thing that is really appealing for me when I first started was, um, on the surface, this game is actually quite easy to pick up and play. It's a four-button game. It's A,
Right.
B, C, D,
Hmm.
and in terms of actually playing the game, it's not too difficult. But once you start wanting to get better and better and improving, then it gets much deeper and deeper and deeper. And this level of play, it's kind of like an iceberg, right? And it's
Hmm.
it's really really nice. And I think
Right.
that kind of pacing to get better and better is ultimately why I continue to play after so many years.
Right,
Um,
for sure. There's actually really so much to the game, and like in the community, like in America or something like that. And then for me actually to move on from there to actually come to Japan, and I just like found out so like how deep, or like how much the actual players actually take in, actually how much like thought goes into like one movement, and what they're thinking at that moment, or what they have to think throughout the whole match. Sometimes I have like the opportunity to actually talk to the players here, and they just like go on and on about something I've never thought before. So it's just crazy.
yeah, and a lot of the times the players here are very very open and welcoming. And we're gonna continue with our second
Second replay,
replay
actually. Yeah.
of our timeout uh, neutral game.
Right, right, right. I mean, usually that actually is more. I mean, we see more often in like Reborn's gameplay here.
Yep.
So.
Well, and I think any kind of composition that is neutral heavy
Hmm.
tends to lean on the timeout, or at least a low timer, right?
Right, for sure. And we'll be seeing Wing Brugger.
Yeah. Very, very strong player. I believe he's
Very.
won a He's been top 8 in PDF, right?
Right, for sure.
Has he won a PDF?
No, he has not won a
Oh,
PDF, but he has won a tournament actually in this game, Maxion,
oh,
with Reki. So we'll have to see. One of the really strong players or strong teams that actually know exactly what they're doing here. So they're actually winning the mid game here, downing that Quibbly from so far away here.
yeah. This suit is just it's so much fun to play if you like to just sit back and relax. The APM is
Hmm.
kind of high, and it is kind of difficult to pick up at first. But being able to kind of just throw things across the map and not really care about what they do in the
Right,
sense is really, it feels good to a lot of players, including myself.
exactly. And so, I mean, there's a lot of cancel route you see here. You see all weapons here on the right. The first one is going to be the main. It has a CSA, has a CSB, it has funnels, it has assist, and then, it has the pressure on 2B here. So, I mean, a lot of things that you can choose from, and it's hard. And I guess another aspect about how strong this suit is that its melee is pretty crazy, you
Yeah,
might
its
say.
melee is really, really strong, and it continues to get stronger and stronger with each iteration, right?
Right, for
The previous
sure.
versions is weaker, and then here it's
Right.
like,
Like what
okay,
happened?
yeah,
Come on,
um,
going crazy here, but
it's the
especially
new types.
right, right, for sure. So especially the boost dash melee, it actually has a lot of, how you say,
Priority?
it's not actually priority, but
Or
I mean the hitbox itself is really big.
oh,
So like you step it, but it still hits because it's so big. I mean,
Oh, yeah. Okay, so the range is quite long, right?
right. The range
Yeah.
is. I think the priority itself is pretty strong too, as you said.
I
Um,
don't know about this version. I
mhm.
played it a little bit in Gundam Versus,
Right.
and its priority is pretty good in that
Right.
game,
Right.
but it plays a little bit differently in
Right.
that
And
game.
it's a 3K too. So.
3K, yeah. Yeah, that was when Haman went like full new type.
Right. For sure.
So like
And
we
this
just see a lot of just I
going
think I
back
want
and
to say
forth.
basic neutral or neutral, but
Right.
this neutral is all we're going to be seeing pretty much throughout the entirety of this match
Right.
for the next 70 seconds.
Mm-hmm. We actually see them actually going pretty in there, but no one's actually going in for that. I'm taking the bait here because really high level gameplay here. Usually, at least someone would do something like that, but he gets punished right when he actually tries to do that boost that there. But you see him still at 46 HP trying to live
Yeah,
out.
he's just one funnel from being taken out.
Right. Oh,
And,
actually.
and knowing that his
Oh.
movement options are just going to be, yeah, you cannot block against this team comp.
Right.
And knowing
sure.
that, if having low HP is that you always just want to have safe movement. Do
Mhm.
anything that just will not overheat you or even put you in red for
Right.
the boost. But
You actually see him actually going for that aggressive attacks, aggressive melees here to actually get some damage out of it. And you see him actually getting ignored, but he's actually paying attention to the other Kubile here going in. Let's see. Okay, he has his assist now, but he gets hit by that, and he has to check out of it. Going in for that opponent.
just keeps throwing. So, just barely
And he
dodging
like
that.
doesn't really care. Lets his partner. That's a full trust there. Good communication, and there's that time up.
Do you think that Inoue purposely didn't hit the stun Clevely to get the Reborns more points to prevent that fourth place? Is that some like 300 IQ type of thinking?
I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. You just have to check their streams, because probably they're streaming right now.
I wouldn't be surprised if they were, and they're probably going crazy after that time up and seeing that they got the win. I know
Right.
I would be going nuts if I just barely won that match.
Right, for sure. But like when the player's level gets that high, like a lot of people actually know exactly that how much like suit has how much points. They have like a really, really good gist of it. So a lot of players actually play around that, and so like sometimes they just start running away, or they just like make a rule not to like die. Like if they die, they get that point. So yeah, it's pretty interesting.
And in this game, points are obviously determined by how much damage you do, but the biggest, I guess, factor as well
Right.
is kills and deaths.
Mhm.
A kill grants somewhere between 2,000 and 4,000 points, depending on the cost, I believe.
Right.
And then half of that is deducted from the person who dies.
Right, exactly.
Which, again, is huge.
Mhm.
And we're going to be taking a short break.
Right.
So please enjoy the stream. Keep watching. We'll be
Of course.
back very, very soon.
Very soon.
Welcome
right.
back.
Welcome back to the stream.
And we're going to be jumping into winners finals next, where we're going to be seeing Romitan and Aruruya
Huh?
versus Inoue, which
And Becky. All right.
is going to be really, really good. We're
Mm-hmm.
going to see how good the neutral will be from Inoue's team if they can kind of keep that Noble at bay. And if not, well, we're just going to see Noble go in and just shred through them.
Right, for sure. And you can't forget that V2 that has to come in once in a while. Assault Buster.
Yeah, he's going to
So.
main us first. Maybe a Garaby here and there, but just go in there and be able to more or less kind of create that situation for Noble to take advantage of.
Right, for sure.
I think what will ultimately kind of hinge this, just my prediction is that first burst from Noble.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to see how it's used, of course, if the super mode goes off and if it doesn't go unpunished.
Right.
It can be quite dangerous, I think, for the other team.
Exactly. So it's gonna be like pretty much how they're gonna have to deal with that suit that keeps on coming in. Probably gonna go for that. I don't know which one, but in terms of anyway the cost, as Noble itself is a 2K suit, so I mean it has that cost advantage against both suits, which would be Kuvile and
Oh, and it looks like our match will be starting
right.
very,
Very
very soon. I think we're going to see an overcost situation for the Reborns, though. So, let's see.
Let's see. Okay, the game is starting here.
Almost everyone has 15 stars, except for Inoue, ironically enough.
Yeah, I guess so. I see him play once in a while too, but we'll have to see. Okay, so we'll be starting
looking
off.
at Inoue's perspective. This is going to be interesting because he'll
Right.
probably be sitting far back and just kind
Exactly.
of running away. Oh, immediate trade.
I mean, he does a hula hoop and the main here. We see him do that. Trying to stay away from that suit because it's just so
It's so
annoying.
strong, yeah.
Very strong. And it just keeps on coming with unlimited boost there, so gonna run away by shooting them. Oh, but he doesn't.
And
hit the bait.
unfortunately, I think just because of the movement of Noble, getting hit by funnels is actually quite difficult for her, right? Because
Exactly.
it's always stepping, always moving, always evading those funnels. So it's really, really tough. But this is a really bad situation. On the wall, that's guaranteed,
That's
unblockable.
guaranteed. Right, that was a very good position.
And
he was
here we're going to
taking
see some more funnels go out. Oh, this is really, really
Taking that
bad for
upper position.
Aruruya.
He actually takes that
And
down
Reggie's
because
down.
he is in Assault Buster mode, trying to take out some of the timer time in his strongest form, and staying back. They're actually very healthy in terms of HP, and you see that V2 go down first, actually.
That is going to be really huge for Noble.
Right.
Oh, that was a great Garaby. That
was
just evened it out. Wow.
Exactly. We'll have to see here. Doesn't.
Oh,
Okay, so
purge,
he just
free
does that.
damage. Forcing the burst, going to go super mode.
Oh, but he uses his. Oh, and he just goes.
Oh,
but
he got away from that. That was
Wow.
some weird movement. Okay.
Exactly. I think it was the. What was that?
Let's see another purge.
Oh.
Oh, got Noble doesn't
Doesn't
hit him
know-
though.
No,
Oh,
I think he told his partner, so he got it down.
Oh,
I think.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, this is looking really, really bad.
Oh,
6B,
okay.
6B.
Right. He knows when to do that, for sure.
Yeah,
He
that
goes
sounds
back.
like some good old American play there.
American
play. Yeah, just mash 6B. But wow, very, very big to have that V2 die first. I think that was what ultimately hinged the outcome of this game.
Right, for sure.
In this comp, you don't want V2 to die pretty much at all. If Noble
Exactly.
can take all 3 lives, that'd be great. But
Exactly. That's exactly what they want to do. You want that Noble keep on going front, and get that EX, and then go into the strong mode and keep on going into that strong mode, forever. But they, Wrecking and here, they knew that was their motive, and they tried not to make him do that. So.
yeah.
Oh, so the match.
And it
will be
looks like
starting
our
soon.
second match is going to be immediate, so it sounds like no one has switched characters. They're
Right.
sticking to their guns.
Right, for sure, of course.
Um,
Okay.
all right. So, let's see, whose perspective will we be watching this from?
Mm-hmm. All right. So
It
we'll be
looks like
seeing.
a Noble or V2. Oh, V2.
Okay,
Okay.
so we'll be watching V2's perspective here. You see his B mode, I guess you could
And now
say.
he's in his normal mode,
Normal
which is
mode.
quite weak.
Right. You
And
see
now
it.
he's in Assault Buster mode, so
Right.
he's got the tools ready.
Right. He's going in. It's time
Oh,
to shine. He gets that down, but he gets hit
he's
by the
down as
funnels.
well.
Um,
Oh,
and
he's
he's
looking for
gonna
that Garaby,
keep.
but I don't think he can.
Oh, but
Oh,
he uses it here to get out.
so we noticed that the V2 cancels the Assault Buster mode like right before it expires. The reason for this is because if he does this, that mode will come back faster.
Right, exactly. As you can see on the bottom, you see that timer going up, and once it hits 100, you can use it again.
Big
So,
melee damage combo from
yeah.
Quabbly.
Oh, very fast taken, but I think it hit his partner.
It
so.
did hit the Noble, but I think
Right.
the Noble didn't really care because it was just going to burst out of it anyways
Right.
and go into super mode.
So they actually have the Noble go down first this time.
Wait, the Noble didn't go into super mode.
Uh-oh, really? Okay,
I don't think so.
Oh, and he gets
That
hit
is
by the
really
fat Garoby
big.
right when he's
Oh,
not
no.
looking, and he secures. Oh
Yes,
no, but he
this
hits back.
is really, really big.
Right. That's
Noble
actually big.
without.
Oh, but then he didn't want to
full
die there.
S-burst. Okay, that spawned very, very close.
Right.
Wow, just went for it.
One for it.
Madman.
Very strongly, aggressively, you could say. And he's actually kind of trying to leave that Assault Buster. Oh,
Now
for
he's
the
got
right
Precipitate and
moment
just
here.
go in the S-burst.
And
Oh.
he gets that fat damage here, kind of waking up, trying to do the wake up
Knows
here.
that Quabbly cannot pressure.
Right.
If Quabbly tries to pressure it, just main.
Right.
Oh
okay,
no,
that's
they're
big
coming
damage.
back. Oh, big burst here.
All right, so we gotta see what he has to do here. Oh, okay,
Oh no,
he
Noble's
purges
almost
it.
out. But Noble's
that.
in super mode. Oh no, Noble's one shot.
Ah, he
Oh
kinda tries
no,
to take
now,
in, but
oh,
he's
Aruria's also one shot. Ah, and
Oh.
it's over.
right, and they just close it off just like that.
Wow,
Right, it
that
just-
was much quicker than the last game.
Exactly.
It looks like the download maybe was complete there.
Right. the input was complete, I guess, and for that team there, so they knew exactly what they were gonna do, and so they just like tried not to let them do that, and they did a really, really good job there.
Yeah, they did an excellent job of just preventing that Noble from doing its job. Even though the Noble got a burst and was able to use it,
Right.
preventing that super mode, very, very huge.
Mm-hmm.
Prevents so much potential damage there, and by doing that, I think that just kind of gave that kind of security that the that Inoue's team needed to get that win. And
Right.
now they move on to grand finals.
Right,
and
for sure.
That is the end of our winners bracket. So we'll
Okay.
eventually be going on to losers bracket,
Okay, I
next.
see.
which I want to say we're going to be possibly looking at Mono Eye, perhaps. It's going to be
Maybe.
one selected match of,
Mhm.
I believe there are 2 different teams, or
Mhm.
4 different teams, but
Right.
we'll be seeing one match of the 2.
Okay.
So we'll let you know which of those matches it be when the time comes.
Exactly. Those are going to be really, really aggressive, like heated gameplay itself too. So we'll just have to see, because they're in their losers. They have just one game to win.
Yep.
They have to keep on going, or else they're knocked out of the tournament here. So
And will we see a comeback though from Romaten and Aruria? Do you think that they are going to be hungry enough to want to be able to get that win? Who knows?
who knows?
I believe before they were put in the losers bracket and they came back and they won it all.
Right.
They
Right.
did do a grand finals reset,
Mhm.
and maybe that this is the encouragement that they need to be able to move on, right?
Mhm.
Some people just work better in losers bracket. I myself am not one of those people. I like being comfortable in the winners bracket, but
Right.
of course, it's a good motivator, right?
Mm-hmm.
Any predictions on what you're going to be seeing in losers?
The losers, it's going to be really hard because, again, there's going to be so much selections of suits, that we're going to be seeing here tonight again. And so I think we're going to be seeing Mono Eye, so we're going to be seeing Gundam X, we're going to be seeing some more Reborns, we're going to see, like Decopon's Cubele,
Yep.
again. You're going to be seeing Romaten and them, so I don't know, it's going to be really, really hard some heated gameplay again in the losers bracket again. And so, I mean, this is the edge for them. So, I mean, they have to just keep on pushing forward here tonight.
So I believe the next match that we're actually going to be watching is going to be playing yes, it'll be whoever wins the match against not the round 4, but the match after, right before losers finals. We're going to be watching from that perspective, I believe. I want to say, but I could be wrong.
Okay.
So we see Team A has been eliminated
Right,
from the
let's
tournament,
see.
which is, I believe, Hirari's team has won it. So
Right. She done? Yeah.
it's a first to one.
Right. That's pretty scary.
That is very, very scary. At least it's not random map.
Right.
That part is determined.
Exactly. Again, side 7.
And
you know, so.
Soseki, which is Dekopun's team,
Right.
versus Hirari. We saw a really, really good match. So it'll be Zeon, Quebly possibly,
Right.
fighting each other.
Mm-hmm.
And then Tonkun, we have not seen yet.
Actually, yeah.
We have
that's
not
very
seen,
true. So we
so
actually don't know
we
which
might be
players
seeing
or
that
which.
match.
Yeah.
That is the COJ that she player.
Oh, okay.
And then I believe Mono Eye's team,
Hmm.
they have yet to finish their match, and we'll see if they get to move on or not. So it looks like we're going to be watching a replay first.
Right.
So let's begin with, I believe, our first match.
Right. Again.
Again and again.
Right. Just gonna keep on coming. We're gonna see some more of that. I guess we'll go more in detail into like the suit itself then,
Yeah.
I guess. And we'll be looking into. Let's see. So
Oh, looks like Noble possibly?
Noble or
Or
V2?
Noble, yes.
Okay, so we'll be looking more at Roma 10's
So,
perspective here again.
ooh.
Oh, okay, so this match where they actually exchange those mains here going in. Okay, you just like sidestepping, trying to get that
Sidestepping,
bottom.
just waiting for that landing,
Right. He actually went
it's-
for that whip there to get some melee combo in, but it was a little too far away here.
Yeah, this is really difficult to
Right.
kind of chase a Quebly. Quebly naturally just has more boost than Noble,
Exactly.
and on top of that, Quebly has quite a few movement options to kind of cancel and land down faster. We call that an Amikyan,
Exactly.
and Quebly's Amikyans are quite strong actually.
Exactly. And it has access to that, of course, the friend that comes in front of him, so that blocks the hula hoops. Yep.
And the assist, I believe, too, right?
I think it burns through the assist, I
Does it?
believe, yes. But I'm not too sure here, but have to see. Okay, so he's
I think regardless, what would happen is just Quebly would be stepping out, right? Just-
right for sure. Oh,
Oh, that was big. It
Oh, and the combo.
Goomba stomped him.
and the combo from the Goomba stop, you see him just land like no problem. Great
Oh, the
use of.
pressure. Yep. And then
I mean, there's nothing you can do against that super strong. Oh, but he actually goes
he forces
and
the pressure, but just timed it off just
Oh.
a little bit too late.
and he uses that. Oh, but he doesn't get
Early,
knocked in
I mean.
the air, so actually that's a good thing.
Runs right into the pressure. That's
Right,
gonna be
and
big
hits.
damage. Yeah.
He actually wants to die first, but Oluya here is very, very low, and they actually just keep on going for that side BP,
Oh
and
wow,
they close
that's
it
a
off.
very, very fast
Right.
finish.
Wow. Okay. They just had full control of the match there. In terms, I mean, of the Reki team,
Yeah.
and so throughout the match again. So it's just really tough for Roma 10 and Oluya to actually try to get away from that situation. So yeah. So what did you think about the match, pretty much?
I
Oh.
think in terms of Quebly just being able to stay away, that was kind of key for the match to go the way that they wanted it to go.
Exactly.
And they really took advantage of that boost advantage
Mhm.
that Quebly has over Noble.
Mhm.
And we saw, I think, between that and the V2 dying as well, V2 should not be taking damage or being close
Exactly,
to being
that was one of
dead,
the big
but it
factors.
happens.
Right. It always happens.
It always happens. So I think in terms of just it's just really good neutral,
Mhm.
and there's not really much that the opposing team can do, right? There's only one player on that team that actually has tools to play neutral with, and the other one is just kind of sliding into them.
Right. Slide, 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 you know?
Yeah,
Hula hoop.
yeah, it's like, I don't know, we're in Hawaii or something, but
Oh, yeah. Maybe.
but I don't think it'll be really easy for that noble to get in against something like Quebly.
Right,
I know that Romutan plays other G Gundam suits,
right.
and we're going to be going into our second
Second replay.
replay.
Right.
So let's see the big uh, sad part of Romutan not using super mode.
Yikes. Okay, we'll have to see what goes down again. Maybe from another perspective, or maybe like the same perspective again. So we'll have
Who
to see.
knows?
Exactly.
Who knows?
All
All
right.
right.
I think we're getting that replay ready. So
All right.
that's
There we
it.
go.
Okay, so we're going into it. All right. Okay. So we're watching from Recky's perspective here. See him going straight to the V2. Kind of, he's running away from the AB mode.
Yep.
Blocks that good main just for some. Oh, but he still gets hit from like the invisible.
Yeah,
main from-
buildings in this game are either your best friend or your most hated enemy, and as we can see here, it
Exactly.
definitely is very polarizing.
Right.
So I think one thing to keep in mind too, in this matchup, is to know when V2 will have a Soul Buster. It's kind of like counting the Gagas, right?
Right.
Where when V2 doesn't have a Soul Buster, you can typically play much more aggressively. But here we just see just this it's very one-sided at the moment.
Right. They're just going in for the kill here.
Noble
just keep
not
on going
getting
in.
super mode off.
Okay.
It's really unfortunate.
That is very big in terms of the game, and they're playing, just safe throughout the game match.
Wow,
and
that was
once,
a big Garaby.
Right when he knew that he wasn't looking, he goes in for that fat damage, and here actually gets
That was
hit.
a really good Garaby too from Adaduya.
Exactly. He doesn't want to die in burst, and he doesn't here, so he does come back with burst, but he actually messes up, I think.
One thing too about this game, in this game, if you are in burst mode and you die, you lose all of that burst that you had. So none of it comes back, and it's a very, very bad situation.
Right. So in this game, you actually have pretty much burst. You get burst actually when you die. So you get that bonus when you come back. But if you die in burst, you don't get that bonus. So like it's really hard, or it takes more time to get that second burst. So really important here, not die in burst. And you see him just pretty much going in.
Yeah. We can see here that, in terms of movement options, there pretty much are none against Reborns if he's coming in, if you're playing as Noble, right? It's
Exactly.
really, really hard. And pushed on the wall, where is he going to go? Left, right? He's got the cover. I'm just going to sub my problems away.
Exactly.
I'm going to Gaga my problems
and
away.
then he's probably going to sub, and then he's going to, 4B into your face, and then it's going to step, and then the goggles pop out, and your life is over.
Yep, and then you get put in the loser's bracket. Right?
Exactly. So we'll have to see.
It looks like our losers brackets are ready.
Okay.
So let's take a peek at those.
All right.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Wow. So it looks like
It looks like Romutan.
It'll be
Right, Romutan and Tong.
Romutan. Oh, there we go.
Okay.
There we go. So Soseki has won. That was Dekopon. So
Right.
they have beaten Hirari's team.
Right, for sure.
And we got Tonkun and I believe Mono Eye's team.
Oh.
Tonkun we have not seen yet. That's COJ, which is the she player.
Right?
Yeah, I never know how to pronounce that suit, whether it's she or XI. I don't know. She. So, and then sitting at losers finals menacingly is Romutan.
Romutan, they're at the top already. They just it's the first to one, so they probably just bursted their way through, no problem.
Well, when you lose in winners finals, you immediately have a spot in losers finals.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, it's not like you have to start from the beginning again.
Okay, okay,
That
okay.
would be really tough, right? It's like, oh hey, you
Hey,
got
guys.
really close to grand finals, but you got to go back to return to go. Like, do not click $200, you know?
Oh, okay.
And it looks like okay, we're gonna be having Mono Eye versus COJ. So these are two
All
teams we have
right.
not seen yet, and that match will be coming up shortly.
All right.
So, any predictions on what we're going to see? X
I'm-
Divider.
Yeah. Is it gonna be X Divider, or maybe it might just be the X Gundam?
Like,
We'll have to see.
We'll
I think
see.
he plays. Wait, no.
I think
Actually, you're right.
I
it's probably
thought he
Mono.
played both. I mean, I thought he always plays those like kind of oddball suits that no one else plays, just because of the fact being that he doesn't like no one else plays it, right? So it's like, oh, it better be that guy.
I
Right.
don't know. Maybe, and he has some kind of attachment to the suit itself. So maybe he likes the series or something. Maybe not.
I don't know him personally. I don't even think I've met him. I want to say
Did
I
he
have.
come to Evo once before? I think he was.
Oh.
It, no,
I
maybe
don't
that was
think he's
another
ever
person.
came to
Oh, I guess
Evo.
not.
But it looks like the match is ready, so let's
right,
get into that.
Let's get into it. Oh my god. So we're gonna have to let's see which suit we're gonna be seeing here today. Oh, so it
Reborn
is
X. Oh,
so you,
GPO3. We have not seen that either. Very,
another
very
powerful
strong suit.
And it's gonna be X Gundam as well, so I think we'll be seeing either Reborns or X Gundam. Oh, actually we're going for the C Gundam here. COJ, very good at the suit in the previous, no, the next game actually.
Yeah, the version after he had quite a good success with it, and in
Right.
that game, the suit is much stronger, but in this game it's pretty solid too.
Exactly.
And we see a double 1v1 situation here. Very funny to watch a 2.5k kind of force 3k away,
Exactly,
right?
right. It's very, the use of that player, Mono Eye, is really, really good at the divider suit, where, again, it's another suit that actually recovers boosts when it keeps on moving, because it's one of those suits that is always stuck
Oh
to the ground.
no, he
But
messed
what?
up the Garaby. So he called in an assist, and the assist actually was successful, but he Garaby too early because the assist pushed him out. That's
Right.
upsetting.
Okay, and Assist is doing a lot of work here. And that's the CSB here that you've been seeing. That's been popping out.
Oh
and
my
he
god, and he's getting punished though for that.
Oh,
Wow.
and he gets hit back, and he's gonna do that Oki for the Garobi.
Garaby has a giant splash damage effect. Oh
Wow,
my, wow.
okay.
Just one down, and he's already at half
And
HP.
And
Gone.
he's so low, but he can't get that last hit to actually
Oh,
kill him.
there
But
we
finally,
go.
he lets him go.
But
he actually-
Reborn's very healthy.
Right, exactly. And Mono Eyes here, he's actually having, in terms of cost selection here, he's actually doing a really good job. So I don't know, you could say it's a pretty even game. Yeah,
It's relatively even, except the
right.
burst is COJ still, their team has one more burst than the other.
Exactly.
But I think what's going to happen is that COJ is going to wait till he gets his suit his powerful mode. Oh, okay, he's just going to do it. So this suit does have a secondary mode, which is really, really strong. And
Yeah.
okay, he has it. He's going to pop it very soon. Oh, GPO3 taking so much damage.
Right, right. for
Wow.
sure. Oh my god, he's going in.
So-
He's actually saving the super mode here. That's the. Oh, he actually just used it, but he got
Popped
hit
it.
when in it. He actually wants to go in for that divider again, maybe. But the Reborns is looking pretty healthy, so I think.
Yeah. Mono, I think, can afford to die again once more, but
Right.
I don't think COJ would want to die. I think this is going to be a very, very tough situation
Exactly.
if COJ dies, which, oh my god, just a few shots away.
Right, but actually, I think Jojo is actually still.
They both have a
staying
chance
back,
to win.
Right, for sure, really close. See
It's
what's
very,
going
very.
on.
Oh no!
But he gets hit down.
But he got a burst out of
He
it.
does have
This
burst, so
is
he can
big.
run a win.
So both
least-
teams have a chance of winning here. Okay, we see one burst from GPL3. Oh, he gets a hit.
He gets a hit, but can he secure? Yeah, he does secure it. He runs away again. He actually is able to secure that burst, and he uses it from the beginning.
Oh no!
But
That was.
oh,
that
what?
was.
What is
big.
this?
Mono Eye
okay.
died. 6B.
6B.
6B, one of the highest prioritizing moves in the game.
Right.
Really,
okay.
really good.
So COJ.
Wow.
And Ampanao? Ampanao?
I don't know who that is, but
Right.
that person just scored them a victory, and now they get to move up. So
Oh, right. Just one win. Oh, gosh.
one game,
Oh,
one
okay.
chance. Sounds like a movie.
Mom spaghetti. Right. Okay.
So they get to move on against, I believe, Soseki.
Okay.
I believe. I think we might see the next match, or we're going to see brackets. I'm not too sure. I can't say. But, oh, it looks like we're going to be jumping into another match. So
Right.
it's actually
Back to back.
not. It's first to two. So,
Oh, okay.
okay, I guess some of the matches then didn't quite finish. So it's all first to
First
two.
to two. Okay. Great,
So-
great. So we'll be seeing another match.
COJ
Hopping
up by
straight
one.
into this. I think we're going to be seeing more of that. Okay, Gundam X divider here tonight. You see him go straight for the Sea Gundam, but he gets hit by the missiles. So he's just kind of playing it
Yeah,
in the
this
middle.
suit that we're watching right now is one of the hardest suits I think in this game. It has a lot of really unique movesets, and in terms of its mobility, it's pretty much planted to the ground. You
Right.
can't really go up.
And usually it's one of the suits that actually you can't take the landing of, which is a part of how strong the suit is. But the opponent suits is really hard for this suit because, you know, you have the missiles that actually, you know, they actually go out on the side there. So even if he actually techs out of it, he actually gets hit. Oh, and he gets
Yeah, I can't
hit
do
by
anything
that.
about that. It's too close.
Right.
It's really unfortunate because this suit is kind of one of those things where it's just a very specific situation where it really benefits on, and it's going to be
Right.
really hard to create those in this matchup.
Exactly.
These two suits are really good against what Mono Eye is playing.
Right, exactly. In terms
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Oh, my God.
tries to go for that dream, but he does not.
Yeah.
But he actually still
Gary in a dream.
exactly.
Oh,
Oh.
the burst being popped. Huge lead right now.
Oh, but it doesn't
no.
secure it. He
Oh,
gets
he
that
got
Garby
it.
in, and
Oh,
he
and
picks out of
you
it.
see how he comboed it into
Right.
the sub? That's crazy.
That was great.
Okay,
And
so
you see him
he gets
actually
the
going
bonus
straight in.
though. From
Right.
death. He didn't die in burst, which is
Exactly.
good.
And his
Yeah.
partners were doing again a really good job, is giving
Staying
him all
alive.
the lives there. Total trust, I guess, in his partner to do everything here. Or a lot of things here, but yeah, but like the missiles is really hard for this suit itself too. Oh, he kind of goes for that Garby again. The dream that doesn't hit. Okay.
All right, where is he?
Okay,
Crazy
he's kind of
movement.
starting to get a little low again. He doesn't really want to die.
Oh
Too
god, that was
fast.
so close.
Right? Oh, he gets hit
Oh,
a little bit.
he's
but
got-
that suits-
I thought he was gonna burst in. That was
Right.
Punish there. Oh my
You
god.
see that?
Uh-oh.
Look
Oh, that's
sideways and
big.
shoot.
Oh, he was able to detect that. I was surprised.
Exactly. Okay, so he bursts. He's like kind of flying in
Oh,
the air.
he
dude.
barely missed that.
Once
Oh, he got
he
it.
gets that kill. He wants to get that kill right now on C, and let's see. Forces the burst. But he doesn't want to die too
His
soon.
partner is one Zundo away from dying.
Exactly, and he's an S burst, so he's gonna do a
This
lot
is
of power.
big. But the good thing is that Mono Eye should have one more burst,
Exactly.
one more chance.
What they want to do here is to get. They want to put that C down, and then he wants to go and attack this.
Oh, okay, here we go.
Overcast,
Now we have one more
but,
burst.
ah.
It's gonna be really tough. Oh! Oh no, he almost attacked his partner. That would have been really bad.
He
Oh
actually
man,
letting
Mr.
his
Vorn's
partner
just
actually
going
doing,
in. He's going crazy.
and that is the
Oh.
method of winning here.
Oh no.
But
Oh, I think he wanted to get OQ.
right, it's gonna be really hard here because they
Oh
want to
my.
get that C down, but then the C is gonna come back with burst. Oh, and
Oh,
they
that's
do
it.
actually
Yeah.
secure the game here.
I think at the end there, they just completely ignored Mono Eye and just like, yeah, whatever.
Right.
Go after reports.
Exactly. Yeah. Great gameplay
That
by
was-
COJ.
Yeah,
and
COJ,
Amano.
excellent job. And his partner too, that GPO3, amazing job there.
Exactly. He's not playing actually like passive. That I guess a lot of GPO3 players do. They actually play that mid game, where they wait for the missiles to actually hit, and usually they play that. But that player actually just went in again. an aggressive gameplay of
Yeah.
GPO3.
He was able to kind of just force that 1v1 situation, and then not only that, but force first and
Right.
be able to kind of take control.
Yeah.
I think it was after that first death in that last match
Mm-hmm.
was where GPO3 is like, okay, partner, you need to sit back. It's my turn to play. I'm
Right.
going in. I'm gonna go play.
Right.
And he played right.
Right.
He played really well, and we very very clear win there.
Exactly.
I think one thing is with that too is it's very hard for Mono Eye to get attention, right?
Mm-hmm.
Once they broke away from him and he was like on the other side of the map, I mean, what is he gonna do? He's
Exactly.
gonna just like slide on over and
Right.
just machine gun us? Oh, no,
Right.
it's not gonna happen.
He doesn't have that mobility that, I guess all the other suit does, except I mean, more so for COJ with using Xia, in his power-up mode. He just like slides over.
BC sub, all right, I'm out of here.
Right,
I'm
exactly.
Done.
So
GPO3, okay, BC CSA goes across the map.
exactly, and it was just so hard for Mono Eye to go against those two suits that were really really fast and had a lot of options to actually run away. And so you just saw that pretty much happening, and with all the missiles, going all around, it was just so hard for him to like slide around the map, because he was just getting hit.
Yep. And I think once he was put on that wall, like any corner of the map was pretty much a dead zone for him.
Right.
And if they can kind of force that Reborns to go on the opposite end of the map, it is such a struggle to be able to kind of bounce back from that, because being double locked in this game, it hurts. It's hard.
Right.
It's pretty much you can guarantee damage if your partner is working together with you.
Right.
And,
exactly.
of course, both of these teams are very coordinated, and for loser semis, we're going to be seeing COJ again versus Soseki, which is Dekopon and another Reborn. So two Reborns. Oh, no, I'm sorry. One Reborn, one Quebly.
Right. One
GPO3.
Yeah.
And she.
C. Right.
That will be exciting to see.
Exactly.
Personally, I would always like to see the COJ win just because it's not Reborns.
That's fair. That's fair. Uh-huh.
Yeah. A lot of the time, Reborns in this it just dominates most brackets.
Right.
And
sure.
I'm glad to see that today that the brackets here have changed quite a bit, and we're seeing such a good variety. I'm really happy to kind of see that. Hey, it's not just one suit that controls this game.
Right, it's not just like Reborn, it's not just GPO3, it's not just like, all the strong top tier suits.
No Dark Hound yet either.
Right.
That is actually, now thinking about it, Dark Hound considered to be one of the best 2.5Ks in the game.
Right.
I haven't seen it once. So, it looks like we're going to be going into our next match.
All
so,
right.
Let's
we have to see.
get started.
We'll have to see. Oh, I guess one thing about Dark Hound is that it's going to be hard in like a tournament setup because the suit is forced to actually go in, and going in means you're actually going in for a risk to get hit. So usually the more passive suits like GPO3 usually is more of a pick for people in tournaments because it's just safer. You can actually stay in the back, kind of wait for those missiles to hit, so I guess we're just going to see more of COJ and maybe GPO3 to go in like that, and kind of wait for that power-up mode to actually rotate. So we'll just have to keep on watching.
Yeah, I think what will ultimately kind of hinge on is how that super mode is used, right?
Right.
And if it's used effectively, oh my, it's going to be really, really close. I really can't wait to see what happens. And it's going to start now.
All right, so I just have to take a look here.
2 wins in a row.
Oh, looking good.
Time to join the lobby. Take those wins.
Right.
All right, it looks like we might be watching from GPL3's perspective.
Right,
which we are. Nice.
Right, so it's, again, one of the suits that has a lot of armaments here on the side, and he wants to keep on shooting those missiles from far away or from red left. Kind of staying right by his partner here. But he's actually... Oh, and he goes right back to his partner.
This suit,
join him.
A lot of people tend to just throw out as much stuff as they can and then just pray that one of those missiles will to kind of tag
Exactly.
the enemy, and then they'll just benefit from that. And we're
Exactly.
seeing that. This Reborns is getting picked away from those missiles.
Exactly, and you actually saw the really, really good, CSA here.
CSA is one of the best moves in, I would say, this game. The
Right.
movement options are just insane.
Mm-hmm.
And he has 2 versions of them too. Uh-oh,
Exactly.
he didn't mean to vernier that. I think he wanted to land down. Oh well.
Right, but he gets hit and punished real fast there. And running away from that Born's Gundam.
Oh, he's just going in. He's like, I want this. Oh, that's big.
The timing of actually going in, switching from like defensive
Right,
to
here we
attack
go.
is really good.
All right, force the burst.
That was
So
really
let's see
cheap
if PPL3 is going to burst. He's probably going to burst now. Yep.
The burst
All right,
out
here
of
we
it.
go.
Okay, so
All right, gets the
looking-
hit. Safe. I think the goal now is just to have the GPL3 not die.
Too soon.
Yeah.
He's probably gonna go first.
Oh
for
my
sure,
god,
but
you
he doesn't
see
want to
that
go down.
cannon man
Right.
was hit? That was crazy.
Exactly, but this HP is really, really scary because that shoot delay is actually shooting those funnels to him constantly, and
there
there
he
he
goes.
goes down.
296? That's going to be really tough for them to kind of come back from this.
Right, dude. I mean, they're actually in more of a disadvantage at this point.
Yep.
Here, COJ itself is a little low. We'll have to see.
And Born's still alive.
Exactly in that
He's
HP
been
there.
staying alive this whole time.
Right.
Really, really tough for this team to kind of come back from that.
Exactly, and in this game, when you're in lower health, you actually can give more damage to the opponent. So they actually want to get that Reborn out real fast, but he's doing a really,
And
really good job.
he's slowly picking away at COJ's health. That was
Oh,
okay. There
finally
we
gets
go.
him down.
Finally gets it down.
But COJ has gotten hit a few times there, 176, and they're actually trying to play that neutral game here.
I think they're just waiting for the burst from COJ to be able to kind of capitalize on that. Once that
Exactly.
burst goes out, then it's kind
But
of
he gets
free game.
hit. I think that
Oh no,
Oh, no,
16.
COJ,
Oh, he's
16.
probably gonna save for the next slide.
he
so
has
gets
to
that full
save it
burst.
now.
Yep.
He's gonna be probably
This is looking really in the favor of Decapon.
right.
Wait, almost full health.
Exactly. Has to get hit. Oh, and he just comes in
Oh,
out of
he's just
nowhere
like,
because
I
he
don't
can.
care. I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, because he has the
I'm
HP
healthy.
to do that. So exactly, he just comes
60
in.
seconds on the clock. I can play aggressive. Why
Exactly.
not?
Yeah, he's like, yeah, don't forget about me, and he comes
Oh
in. Oh,
my
takes
God.
out of it. Really nice.
Oh,
movement
Gagas.
here.
Okay.
Okay, 97 does probably not gonna get that.
BPL3 is
so
in a really bad position. I just heard someone get full burst.
I think that was his partner,
COJ.
and he pops that.
Oh,
but he gets hit by
no.
that sub. And it seems that Emperor Hao and Decobon, yeah,
They got one game.
Right.
Yep.
Okay, so we're gonna see the next game actually come up.
So,
Really
oh,
good,
0
but-
points. Ouch.
Yikes.
That's really unfortunate.
Yeah.
Uh,
But like that suit itself is kind of it's a really strong suit in like the mid game play, but
Yeah.
when it's forced to go in like that game you just saw, it's gonna be really hard for that suit to actually get value. You know?
yeah. I mean, it's more or less depending on how the neutral goes, and we saw there that Reborn just kept going in and
Yeah.
in and in, and there was just no damage coming from COJ.
Yeah.
There's nothing really to check that movement. It's really
Exactly.
hard to check that, but it looks like we're going into match number 2.
Two?
So let's see if
Alright.
they can adapt, come back.
Exactly. Let's see what happens here. Right. So I think we'll be seeing from right. So we'll be seeing
Reborn.
the Reborn Emperor Hao. See?
Immediately starting with funnels.
Exactly.
Oh,
going up. Wow.
did you see that block?
Wow, that's some
That
nice
was
reflexes
really
there.
nice.
they
And
call the Gundam reflexes, you know.
the new type reflexes.
All right.
All right. We have. Oh,
He actually putting into a corner here. But runs away. But he's playing the big game very well here.
I think he's established the lead now, and he just wants to kind of preserve it.
Exactly.
Especially while the super mode's going, he's probably gonna just wait it out after
Right.
the super mode goes, and then take advantage of it. But, wow, this is just really surprising at how
Oh.
dominant the Reborn's
Oh,
all
oh.
sub.
You know,
Oh,
always
no.
those missiles, they keep on coming.
Yep, they will never stop.
Okay,
This
so
other team is just Team Missile.
all right. I know. It is Team Missile. And that was really hard for Mono, but
Oh no,
it
that was a
secures that
big
really good
Garabee. That just
Garabee
completely
here.
shifted the tide.
Exactly. Have to see here.
Oh no!
And he gets hit. You know,
Hit
the
by the
missiles,
random
Team Missiles.
Oh no!
Alright, so we gotta
Alright,
see.
I think it's gonna hinge on this first after the super mode. He might burst
Right,
in.
139, still enough to actually go in.
Oh,
he probably
he
won't
ran
die
out
from
of
the
time.
Zoom though, since he probably will be using it. Maybe soon?
I would imagine it's gonna be after the super mode. Oh, double locks.
Okay, and he
Whipping
bursts
the
right
Garabee.
now,
Oh,
breaks that
no!
guard.
Stop guarding. Oh, you're done. Oh.
You're done. Gonna go for that combo there. Just,
Oh my
he
God,
secures that
big
Garabee.
Garabee.
Okay. Okay, that was really good. He got that real good advantage from that burst again.
The life is
And
still somewhat even. I mean, the only thing is that Quebly and GPO3, they're going to be using their burst, and here we
Exactly.
go.
And so we have to say which. Oh, actually, he lands that Garo actually onto the Quibbly, so we have to see.
Okay.
177.
So Reborns is out.
Wants to go for the GPO3 here. He actually
Oh
catches
no,
that.
that's
Wow,
such a
okay.
great sub. Good aim.
Maybe have to wait for that fast mode
Uh-oh.
actually. Oh, and he actually
My
gets
God,
him
that
there.
stop. Oh my.
He wants to go in for this GPO3,
Oh.
but he runs away.
Well, that was a
here.
good reaction though to
Exactly.
DCOA.
But he actually gets down. He still has 177. Pretty good P on his partner's Quibbly here. And he actually wants to. Oh, but he gets down.
No.
He has burst, but he probably doesn't want to use it.
I would imagine he
yeah.
wants to save it for,
Exactly, for the last one. He actually-
GPO3.
That's really big that he downed the COJ here for that in burst actually. And so he actually kind of playing that mid game because his partner is pretty healthy here.
Okay.
But
so
his partner is getting pretty
partner's
low,
low.
so he actually wants to start, I guess, maybe coming in here. He's actually getting pretty low here too.
I
So
think Reborns is going to have a full burst if this club dies.
right for sure.
All support.
Yeah. We'll have to see. It's really close game.
I like these comms. But this is really, really close. We might see this go all the way down. Timer end.
Maybe 50. I'll have to see.
I don't think that either team feels that point-wise that there's a big deficit between the two. It's quite
Exactly.
even.
Okay, he uses that craft mode to actually get away, looping around the map real fast here.
GPO3 is
No
one
one
shot
goes-
away.
oh,
Okay,
we
now this
see-
is big. Now Reborn has to play aggressive in
Okay.
order to kind of mitigate the. Oh, the points!
Okay, so it's actually
all right, down to the wire. We're
okay,
gonna
and
see
he's
Reborn
going in
He's gonna
for this
burst.
full burst.
Yep.
here.
Let's go. Let's see. All right, counter
All right,
burst.
going in. Okay,
Oh,
get
he
that
got
hit.
the funnel hit.
Oh, he gets that hit too. And what's he gonna do? He's gonna keep on going.
4B.
Oh, and he finishes off that 4B.
Wow.
Wow, powerful.
4B,
You know, at the end,
4B.
at the end, it's always the 4B for Reborns there.
Yeah,
Just goes in.
bunga.
You bet, and he secures the match there.
So-
What a game.
Looks like he then, I believe that was match point. I want to say that they move on now.
Right, I think
I'm
that
pretty
was-
sure they do. Yes.
Right.
And wow. Oh no wait. Now my brain's just messed up. I was so amazed by that F first from Reborn.
Right.
That
I
was
think,
such good play.
I think, isn't it equal? I think they.
Or it might be 1-1. Yeah, I believe
Right.
it's 1-1.
1-1,
Yes.
right?
Sorry,
Okay.
apologies for
Alright.
that. I was
I
so
mean,
excited from that
yeah.
last match.
I don't know. It was like, I don't know. It was like counted for 2 or something, you know?
Oh, man. Hey, let's count it for 2. That was such a big burst. And again, we
Right.
can see that timing of the burst is so essential to
Exactly.
getting that win.
Yeah, and the partner actually came at the right time, actually got that GPO3 down, and then after that, it was just him at that full burst, and he just went in.
And that this is why it's Reborn's house. We're only welcome in Reborn's house. We can't go anywhere else. So we're not allowed anywhere else.
Right.
So you know, once you enter, you get a nice little Reborn's cannon, Reborn's Gundam, Reborn's cannon.
Born's got to just keep on hearing his voice, you know?
Yep. And then, you know, among other things, and maybe you might have some guests, some gagas.
Oh, right.
Maybe a sub here and there,
Mhm.
some funnels. Yeah, that suit is extremely strong, and just the way that was closed out, they kind of had that I think, well planned, right?
Exactly. They're just having, I mean, they're just keeping that full burst, you know, for just the right moment to go in and finish it off. And he actually did a really good job there, just finishing off the game.
And actually, I was wrong.
What?
So COJ, I believe, is eliminated. I want to say.
Okay.
Judging from what I just saw.
Okay, okay.
So our next match, we're having, I believe, this is a run back.
Losers final?
Is Aruya Romaten
Right,
versus
it is. Okay.
Reborn's Quebly.
All right.
So
We'll have to
it's
see.
kind of like a run back for Romaten, right? If
Kind
he
of.
wins this, he's gonna have to do this again
Exactly.
and again
Exactly.
and again.
Right. Even if he wins, it's gonna be the same comp, right?
So I hope he's ready to deal with Quebly.
I mean, I guess it's good practice, I guess, for that team because the only team that they're be going against is just gonna be the same one. So they just have a good talk with his partner right now, I guess.
And we're gonna, if let's say Decopon wins, then it'll be a mirror match for grand finals again.
Right.
Another mirror match.
Exactly.
So either way, I'm kind of curious to see. I'm really hoping that it's not a mirror match, but
we'll have
commentator's
to see.
curse. We'll see.
Commentator's curse. Okay, we'll just have to see how it goes now.
I think this all depends on just how much they can keep that Noble away. We saw Inoue be able to push that Noble away. Can we see Decopon do this too?
Right.
We'll see. I think that the playstyle might be a bit different. We might see Decopon be more passive, more aggressive than Inoue. They're not the same person, of course.
Right.
But I'm kind of hoping that it won't go exactly the same as last time, right?
Right, for sure. But you actually see Decopon actually going in versus Inoue too. So I don't know. He has that aggressive attitude pretty much inside him too. So
And
we'll have to see.
looks like
looks like
our matches
matches
are
gonna
going
be
to be starting very soon.
All
so
right.
please get ready to
Get
see
ready.
what will happen. Will it
Losers
be
final?
G Gundam, or will it be a mirror match?
Would it be a mirror match? So gotta have to see.
Oh, and here we go.
All right, going straight into it. I think he's starting off.
See, Decopon doesn't have as many stars. That's why they're in losers.
Yo. You never know.
Stars equal skill. That's what I'm told.
Okay, really? Okay, so we're starting off with Decopon Quibblade here. And you see him, as always, shooting all those funnels down to
Funnel.
Hallelujah, actually. They're actually leaving that. Yeah, the
They're
Noble
kind of
Gundam
letting
super
Noble
forms.
do its own thing, which is kind of strange. He
Right.
definitely wouldn't want to ignore Noble, but
I
so
guess he
far
wants
life
to keep,
is
I guess he wants to keep that pressure onto Hallelujah here, so he doesn't do much. And he actually goes in.
Oh, what a big! Oh,
Wow,
yeah.
wow.
Oh, and what coordination?
What was that? That coordination with his partner is really, really.
I was thinking like, oh, this guy just made a huge mistake, but
Yeah,
no, we got
but
a
he's
huge
like-
Garabee. I
yeah.
don't think anyone could have predicted that from
Right.
his perspective. Oh, super armor
Right, he goes right in through his red assist there.
and pressure.
Pressure
All right,
through.
Quebly, you're getting to taste your own medicine.
Exactly. And then, like, he pretty much knew that he didn't have
Oh, big
pressure yet.
CSA.
Gets a
Hula
CSA.
hoop.
Oh, he's gonna go for that.
Oh no!
Oh, the
long,
powerful combo.
Big combo. That was huge.
Oh,
no!
Takes out of it.
Forcing the burst.
Looks like Romaten's actually doing a really good job here
Romaten
at the
is
GK.
doing an excellent job here. Oh,
Oh, and he
no!
goes through all his attacks there, and he just secures that kill. Still going in.
B2 is at half health, but I think at this point, it's about even.
He actually gets in
Reborn
for the
getting
attack.
damage
And
from
again.
He definitely has burst, though. Alright. Noble is down.
Alright, and he blows himself out. That's an actual good technique for F2 here, but he actually goes in.
Yeah, he can't really do much about that.
Alright. That was a good combo, actually, because he felt that Noble coming to his back, so he ended that very, very fast here. He actually, he just goes in for the kill, and he actually secures it. The match is pretty even here. In
And,
terms-
well, we're seeing the burst being forced out. Oh,
right,
no.
right.
How
Okay,
is-
so now it's in their favor. They have to keep that
if V2 is able to get the kill, which he does, that
Okay.
is huge, forcing the burst.
He wants to go in, but he doesn't.
Oh
His burst is
no.
gonna end.
This is huge.
He wants to go in, secures a kill, but he
Oh
doesn't.
no, he got the down.
Okay, he got the
Oh,
down.
they have some chance to breathe.
And he
Oh,
blows
blew
himself.
up.
Okay, but then I don't know if it was a smart move because
Is he gonna get pressured? Oh no,
but he gets hit,
it.
and he
Oh,
secures the
no.
kill. Oh my gosh. I
That
know.
was really close.
Right, maybe that blowing himself up at the end there might have been not a good idea because Kyogre has that pressure on Wake Up.
Yeah.
So,
I think what essentially that ending, right? I think in his mind he's like, I need to go down. I need to be safe. Let me give like me some time to let Noble do its job.
right, okay. So
But
buying time, right.
I think he overlooked the idea that, oh, wait, Quebly has really good Oki.
Right.
Uh-oh, I don't have good Oki options.
Exactly. And
Uh-oh.
the pressure just, you know.
Yeah. where is he gonna? Where is the V2 gonna go after that?
Exactly.
It's really hard to get out of that situation,
Mhm.
and it looks like we're gonna be just jumping right into the next match here very
alright.
shortly. So let's see if Aruya can come back.
All right, we have to see. All right, jumping into it, and we'll be looking at. Oh, look
Yeah,
at
they
that
got that 3-win streak. I like this guy's style too, that Reborn's.
Gundam idiot.
Yeah, Gundam idiot.
All right,
That's me.
us all here tonight.
And Noble.
All right, so we
Oh,
Noble Gundam
really
here
quick.
going in.
Cannon 2A.
Right. Okay. Taking in, taking out. As always, you know,
We're
the
just
hula
dancing
hoop
in circles here.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's one of the. Oh, he tries to go in, but
counting
then
the Gagas, got one left.
right. Going in, stepping, hula hooping in, getting real dangerously close.
Oh, he got it, but he
but it was
just doesn't capitalize off it. It's really hard.
capitalized. Right, gets hit. 162. Still doesn't have that burst. Maybe.
Oh,
But he does
oh,
get the burst.
this is. Oh no.
I think
Super?
behind the.
There you
right.
go. Yeah. See, the building is his best friend.
Exactly.
Oh, good. TSA.
Okay.
Big damage.
But the Kefalo's actually capitalizes that kill. Comes back in this berserker mode here, so he actually wants to go for the giveaway. Okay. So yeah, it's hard because
it's
he
really
has
hard
to.
'cause the options are just so vast.
Right, exactly against them.
Oh no, Aruya just eats that melee.
Exactly.
Oh no!
Oh, he gets hit by it too. So he actually started to look at the orange gun, getting hit again. Still only at 270 again. 87. Kind of wants to use that burst to actually recover his burst.
Oh,
Goes
burst.
in for the kill.
Oh,
Goes in.
he got the super.
Right.
Uh-oh. Oh,
Wants to
punish?
land.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
he does
no,
get punished for
I
it.
think the Romutan knew that if he lands, he would get punished, so he just said, okay,
Right.
Kyonkaku to prevent the landing. But
Exactly.
this
Seems
is
like
not good. Oh no.
Right. Tries to pressure. I mean.
And it looks like we have a mirror match.
As intended, maybe.
As intended?
Right.
Maybe.
We'll have to
That was
see.
very dominant.
It was. It seemed like they knew exactly what they wanted to do again, for them. So they actually just played in that style and they capitalized after that.
Yeah,
So.
they did an excellent job of being able to just control the situation, controlling the
Exactly, right.
Noble. In terms of bursts, I don't think that there was really much of an issue
Mhm.
there. I think it was just really unfortunate that the Noble had burst at 40 HP.
Exactly.
What are you gonna do if you even if you get super mode off, which is the priority?
Right.
You can't really do much after that, and we didn't really get to see that, and it forces the player to kind of not want to take those risks, because after all, it's one shot, you're done, and if you
Exactly,
die in
exactly.
burst, you lose that bonus.
Exactly.
It's better to play safe.
Right.
What did you think?
Of the match, it was just, Romutan again. He wasn't able to do his thing. He didn't have enough HP again. He didn't have that HP to actually want him to play that aggressive playstyle that he wanted to. He was constantly getting down. I think maybe he was trying to go in for the kill too much, and he was getting punished like just after one after another. So then he just like, I don't know, he just wasn't able to play that game style that he wanted to, which is really makes that suit really strong.
Yeah. The problem I think with that team comp is that if the other team is aware of knowing what is their sweet spot and trying to prevent that,
Right.
it's really tough to make that work. And the Reborns, I think, knew that I'm just going to do a lot of really high damage, one shot down type of stuff, and it was really clear on just how that match went. Just no fun allowed. No fun allowed.
And I guess for the Noble Gundam, it's really hard for that suit to actually go to both suits, you know, in this matchup. So it's really hard to go to Kyubile, you know, because sometime after a while, you have that dude holding a shield in front, you know, the green dude, and you have funnels, and then he has you know, pressure itself. So it's just really hard to go through both suits, I guess.
And let's take another peek at our brackets.
All right.
Although I believe we're in grand finals now.
Grand finals now, so.
And it's going to be Quebly versus Quebly
versus Reborn.
Yeah, Quebly Reborns versus Quebly Reborns. Mirror match of Inoue and
Reki, right?
Reki and Dekopon and
Hao.
Emperor Hao. So, any predictions on who you think will win?
I mean, it's a mirror matchup, and they've been playing very well. But they actually had to go through Reki and Inoue once before for Dekopon and Hao. So we'll just have to see if they actually, you know, understand how they play now, and let's see if they actually incorporate with how they play.
I think in terms of grand finals, the thing that will be key here is just to see if they were able to adapt from that winners finals match. Yeah. And unfortunately, the pros and cons of a mirror match is you know exactly what they can do and what they can't do.
Exactly.
But of course, the playstyle is very different, but especially between Dekopon and Inoue.
Right.
Inoue is much more aggressive. He's much, I think, more in your face in that sense of he knows when to go in and when to take advantage of going in, as opposed to Dekopon, who's a little bit more passive, but does melee and does do those kind of, I guess, wake up options when needed.
Exactly.
But in terms of how this mirror match will go, I think I kind of foresee Inoue's team being more aggressive and kind of pushing in, and we'll see a lot of neutral, of course.
Right, for sure.
Maybe we'll even see a time up.
Right.
But it looks like we're going to be going into our grand finals. So without further ado, let's get into this.
All right. And again, as you see,
4 wins in a row.
Let's see if they actually go.
Can they go to 8 and win the tournament?
All right.
They would have to get 8.
All right, that's right.
They're in losers. Yeah.
All right,
let's do the climb.
All right. The final game here. So,
Reki's perspective.
So I guess they're gonna play that mirror match again here.
Yeah, and we already see now we see the opposite of Dekopon's team kind of just pushing in, and now they're kind of playing around the wall, which is not really desirable.
Up here. Kind of actually.
Oh man,
rushes it a little bit,
getting not being able to do anything.
Right.
Oh, great sub from Hal.
Wow. The different.
This is a completely different team than what we saw last time.
Yeah, exactly. Guess maybe understand how he plays now.
I guess
playing around everything.
Dekopon hasn't even been hit yet. As has Inoue. It has not have been taking any damage.
Oh, we'll have to see how this match goes. Oh, Dekopon does get hit by something. Probably
funnels.
Right.
Oh, that
playing that big
so
game.
Close. And it looks like the
going in, playing that big game here. Oh, going in for delay here, and X out, playing that big game right now, but gets hit. Oh, there it is. Banker. into the back main here.
Just a little bit more time instead of not being hit. Melee! Oh, here we go. That aggression.
You see that, aggression here, the rugger aggression going in. All right, let's see.
Okay.
Rather safe.
I feel like Hal will be bursting very soon. Yep, there we go. And
he's going in for Inoue here.
Inoue will be very, very close to having burst. Oh, we're going to see the burst on Reki.
Oh, you see that movement from Decapon there, trying to...
Oh,
and
he got the
kills
kill.
it.
Wow.
Right.
Just getting that value at the very, very end.
Wow.
Oh, no.
You see the boost dash melee. You see the aggression from Decapon here, so game's really close here.
Yeah, it's actually quite even.
Right.
I think what's going to be key here is just what happens in the super phase. Only 100 seconds left, that's not a lot of time.
Exactly, so we have to see if he hits that first hit here. Oh, he hits that sub, no burst, but he does tech back in. Cancels out. Okay, he's going in. Doesn't want to play too aggressive, playing a mid game, but that gets caught by the funnel.
Down, yep. And Decapon is not in a good situation. While Inoue is also getting low too, but Decapon is just one funnel, probably even one sub away, just so close to dying.
Oh, it's really
no!
But gets tagged a
But
little bit.
That gives him burst. Oh, okay. Are we gonna see Reki respond with burst too?
Oh, he probably will keep it. Have to see what Hao does with his burst. He actually bursts.
Not good.
Run away.
Oh no! 60 seconds left. Let's see.
He wants to get that
wow,
down
that
right
was
now,
a great main sub.
Exactly. Decapon doing a really good job keeping alive here. And Reki's going real low.
Okay. Oh, big kill.
A big kill here.
All right.
But they're both very low.
That Caribbean was huge.
We'll have to see. Oh my gosh. We have, okay. That was really big. Players
that
getting both low.
completely changed the tide of this game. 20 seconds left. If Inoue's team stays alive, they will probably win by points.
Probably. Oh, that was
oh no!
Oh no! Now he has to actually go in now.
Oh no!
He does get that burst.
Reki has burst. You can definitely make this work. He has 9 seconds left. Oh, he's got counter burst.
Counter burst with Gaga here.
Gagas. They both have Gagas.
One.
Oh no! Oh, that's it!
Goes in
that's it.
for the EX attack. Let's see if he can. And he secures it right there in the game.
Wow!
Wow!
Doing super. What a ballsy move there.
Right. He was probably like yelling at he's just like go and hit that main in there, like yo, look at super, get him.
Wow, what a game! That was down to the last 10 seconds,
and he got away with that. See again, that one burst.
Burst.
I mean, they're the one. Yeah, sure.
I think both players used their burst very well. There wasn't really anyone who made such a big mistake there.
Exactly.
I felt that in terms of how that played out, it's just whoever just accidentally takes more damage will kind of give it up. But we didn't really see too many mistakes or anyone really do the wrong thing.
Right.
Just really great play overall.
Yeah, and again, in the beginning, you saw like Reki actually get that much damage, but he actually came back from it, and it looks like we're jumping right into the next match.
And we're on tournament point 4. Inoue's team. So if
All
Inoue wins this, it's over.
They close it out, so we'll have to see.
See if they can close it out.
All
Maybe we'll have a comeback. Now we're looking at Hao's perspective.
Okay, Emperor Hao. Let's see. Oni gets caught right on his knees here. Okay, so I guess they always start off with the mirror
play
match
around the wall.
setup.
Yeah.
And you see both of them flipping and flopping away. And you see Decapon always playing a big game. Let's see. Okay, pretty equal. Some chip damage here and there. Not much movement. Let's see. He does go back for Reki there. So it's always a reborn setup. We'll have to see. Oh, and he gets that sub in, so trying to get some of that damage into the play, but he does a good job running away.
Really, really solid neutral throughout this entire game. It's really, really hard to really tell like who will be really winning here.
Exactly. The punches are going back and forth here. It's pretty equal in terms of damage.
I think Inoue's team is just thinking like, we have a lead, we're gonna just play a little bit more passively than last time and just kind of make them sweat it out. But Inoue right now,
But
not looking very good.
Right.
Now, Hal has the lead. Let's see if Dekopon can get that 1v1 off and win.
Oh,
no!
That's actually pretty big. And it hits that.
And
And he tells his partner to go get him.
So strong.
We're gonna see Inoue probably burst for that attack here. So actually gonna force it out on him. It looks like, yeah, he's the one leading the game here. So we'll have to see. Inoue does get hit by some funnels, so it made it a little bit harder for him to go in, and he dies there.
Oh no!
Oh, he goes in for that.
That
aggressive
is really
front
bad.
melee.
Losing burst from that. Oh no!
Oh no!
Died.
I don't think he died in.
I don't think he died in burst.
Right,
No,
okay.
he didn't. But
He
still,
didn't.
he didn't get any value out of that burst.
Exactly, which is okay. Inoue does get hit out. I mean, it's neutral, but then in terms of burst, the opponent is
crazy. Reki
Right.
very close to dying. This is
Yes.
very much one-sided right now.
exactly. He probably does have that burst 100%. So they have to watch out for it. See, Inoue pop that burst, going in for the Reborn. Misses that,
spinning around.
and you guys kind of see how big that thing was. Yeah,
It's a very huge hitbox.
exactly. Okay, more than mid game, but his partner is getting pretty low. Dekopon here. So you have to run away from that Reborn's burst. He does a good. He actually runs away from it. Good.
Wow.
I think that.
Oh
burst,
no! Mistimed that just a little bit. But yes,
What the-
burst.
Oh no! Nothing comes out.
Oh, gets the stall from it.
And
no!
but
Wow,
Dekopon
this
goes.
is really, really close. Dekopon dying is huge. Oh no!
Oh, that funnel, he wanted to secure that. He wants to save this burst for when he actually drops either Inoue or Reki here. Probably wants to use it after Inoue. I mean, Reki is down here, so he probably wants to play that mid-game, trying to chip away at their HP that's really low.
We might just see a lot of neutral until that last 20 or 15 seconds.
Exactly. Probably what's going to happen unless something big happens. I have to see him going in, trying to secure the kill.
Stalling in the air?
Stalling in the air. And he can do that, you
Yeah,
know,
he gets
because he
punished.
has his friend. He shows that pressure to actually tell
here
him,
we
and
go.
he bursts, actually. Wow,
Big,
this is-
big
This will
damage.
be his last burst, so he has to get some...
Oh
he
no!
comes
That
in.
might be it.
He wants to secure the game right here, right
Oh,
now,
no.
but he gets hit.
That
secured
was
it.
huge. Oh
the
no!
Gaga.
The Gaga.
Oh no, it's
Welcome
always
to the
welcome.
house of Reborn.
Borns.
Wow. That was a great match too.
Again.
Again, down to the wire. That last minute.
Exactly.
Those key bursts coming out.
Exactly. Trying to
And-
score it in. You know, you saw both of them actually trying to secure that kill, the final kill there with 2 bursts, but they couldn't. The Gaga just went in their way, you know, and they just, it's just right there, but
So close. But
So
it
close.
is what it is.
It is
and
what it is.
congratulations to
Inoue and Reki.
yeah, Inoue and Reki.
All right.
So
So the game gone to Kubele and Reborn's Gundam.
I
here.
think we're gonna get that result regardless, right?
That's true. That's true. That's true.
So,
Probably-
very, very heated grand finals. It went
Right.
a lot faster than I think I was expecting in the sense of there were no timeouts.
Mm-hmm.
But again, we were going to that last minute, very, very key burst. Everyone has low health. Everyone has like maybe one Zinda from death or even one shot from death.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think maybe the player on the Reki side, Reki as a player, really high player, high class player, he's like notorious for being able to like play almost any suit at a really high level. And so a lot of the YouTubers go to him, you know, for I can't use this suit, try. And then you can ask the guy who can use pretty much any suit in the game, you know. But that player itself, really high level, and as you can see, he always had that single burst and he used it at the best time, you know, and he secured both games actually from it. So a really strong player there.
Very, very key burst. I think both teams definitely had great bursts. There
Exactly.
there wasn't anyone who I think made a terrible mistake in terms of their burst usage. It's
Exactly.
just that's how it kind of goes. Is where I think the character dominance, and especially that second game, Dekopon took a lot of damage from in a very short amount of time, and that just slowly shifted that momentum, and then Inoue just capitalized off of it.
Exactly.
And here we are. Congratulations again to that team. What is their team name? I can't read that. It's like
Tengoku no Misogi. So it's like a pun on so Misogi, he's not dead.
Oh, okay.
He's not dead, so that's fine. It's just always their team name has been, and I think this was their second tournament that they actually won in Maxion. So really congratulations to them. And so I guess maybe we'll touch upon more of the Inoue side. As a player, he's been playing a lot of Cubile.
Yeah,
And as you can see, he's really aggressive going in for like the kills, whenevers, and it surprises a lot of players like out of the blue, you know? So a lot of people don't like, or they're really scared of that player because like he's playing really passive and like nice, and out of the blue, here comes Cubile with his boost dash melee in your face, you know?
he's been playing Quavely since vanilla, right? I wonder. I mean, I
Sure.
remember seeing his name in Full Boost, and that was how many years ago was that? That was
Right.
at 9, 8 years ago.
I don't know, but then apparently he began playing this game pretty much. He strictly just played zero for like, and he was just like a zero player, and he played really strict. I mean, when he was new to the game, he just stick to that suit, you know, and kept on trying to get better and better. And since that suit is so like, I guess a really neutral suit, and it's like actually good. It's a good suit to actually, you know, learn the game per se. So he got better, and then after that, he started using Cubile, as you saw in this.
Yeah, and as far as I know, like I just know him as the Quavely guy.
Right.
I don't know anyone else who plays Quavely at that level and who's quite strong. But that concludes all of our matches. So
Right,
thank you
right.
again for everyone for watching.
Thank you guys for
That
watching
is
tonight.
our December monthly finals. We're going to be back again next
Right.
month,
Mm-hmm.
January 29th.
29.
And this is not the only game that we do for this. There are many other games that you can check
Right,
out
for sure.
online. And we look forward to seeing you all next month.
All right.
And see you all.
See you. Are we closing? All right. Then. Yes, that's all.
Yeah,
Well, let's
goodbye.
see. Goodbye, guys.
Bye-bye.
I hope you guys enjoyed the stream.
Yeah. Peace.
プレイステーション